Hey, what's going on, everybody? Okay, Kay, give me the plug directly to the laptop. Oh, you did? Okay. No, I didn't see it. All right, guys. So thank you for coming back. Let me clean the camera off for a second. I can't believe the camera's looking like this. Haven't seen a camera this blurry in quite a while. All right, much better, much better. Now I'm looking clear. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Today, I want to get into a topic. The topic is going to be why are some Filipinos so jealous? And I want to thank you guys, some of you guys for coming early. I see Peter Wong. He said, I noticed a lot of Filipinas very caring, so they would get jealous easier than Western modern women. Jealous because they care, I guess. Well, it's a little more than that, Peter Wong. I'm going to get into it. It's a little more than them just caring. It's a lot to go into it. And the Still Rain said, yes, my girlfriend can get very jealous. And Still Rain, if you had some time later, if you're around later, maybe in an hour, I would love to bring you on and discuss some things. I know you don't want to go deep in about your girlfriend, but if anybody wants to share, and if you guys don't mind sharing and telling us a couple stories, I would love to hear it. And so Big Truck Series said the majority of Filipinas and Philippines are a narrow range of body types and personalities. The main thing differentiating the main thing differentiating them is age. They are always going to be in sexual competition. That's somewhat true. That's somewhat true. Um, you know, Philippines is just a big competition field for women, and that does lead to it. That's a big reason why women are like that. The competition is so fierce in the Philippines. And sometimes you see one Filipino, you see them all, but that's not in most cases. But a lot of the times it is. A lot of times, it is in most cases. I meant to say. So a lot of times you find some Filipinos that are jealous, but it goes a lot deeper than that. But Dante Ellis, what's going on? He said, "What's up, Jay?" Garrett Austin, what's going on? Good morning. Uh, good morning, all. About to play a jealous joke on Charlie. I saw an ad on for Christian Filipina dating. You can get the rest of the gist. Joke only. She will be Galit at first. She will calm down though. And that's the thing, Garrett. She's not gonna find that funny, and it's crazy because that's easy to pull a joke on a Filipino like that. And so, DLW3M, what's going on? How you doing? And Ruben Ramirez, hola, hola. How you doing, brother? And Matthew McCall. What's up, Black Filipino? Thanks for joining me, Matthew McCall. Thanks for joining. And Dexter Perkins, how you doing, man? He said, "Good morning, everyone." Garrett, that sounds like something to witness. What's up, Jay? Hi, Kay. Evening to you. Yeah, Garrett, I would love to hear about that. So when you're done pulling that, I want to hear the story. I want to hear how Charlie flipped that on you. Give me all the details. Yeah, no, they'll still be together. She's not leaving him. But yeah, I would love to hear about that. Bino, how you doing, man? He said, "Hey, J and K." And so George said, "Depends if you're in the LDR or not." Well, that's true. I mean, it's probably easy to pull off an LDR, you know. And I bumped into a situation with that myself, with jealousy in the LDR, and it happened with Kay. Kay probably doesn't want to hear it. She's sitting right there, but it happened, and it wasn't necessarily jealousy. It was just that her past situation, what she was used to, and I just wasn't, you know, used to that. But we straightened that out quick. With my issues with Kay wasn't really jealousy that much because we straightened that out very quick. And yes, that Domo said you're, and Garrett said just sent Charlie this to jealous Charlie, about to make you a jealous wife again. I seen an ad for ChristianFilipino.com dating, and I apply it to it. I just want to see if it's real. Joke only. Oh, okay. Oh wow. But why you said joke only though right away, Garrett? That's not even a joke. You don't say joke only right away. You say, yeah, just sit this joke only. You sound like Garrett is scared. But great morning, all. Great morning, J&K. Yes, it's a good morning. It's a good morning. But no, dating here in the United States sucks. Yes, it does suck. And not so much. I mean, it depends. It does suck. I'll be honest. There's so many things going on in the states, guys. It's just bad. I mean, it can be bad here too sometimes, but right now what's happening in the states is bad. You know, and it's not for the majority. I mean, it's for the majority. It's not for all women. That's one thing when you're talking about women. You can't say all. That's why in this I said, why are some Filipino so jealous? Because it's not all. But for the most part in the states, yeah, it is bad. And a lot of times you will find some Filipinas who are very jealous. Now, it can stem from a lot of things. It can stem from a lot of things. It can stem from past relationships. It can stem from past relationships. It can stem from tons of things. And so Garrett said, afraid of getting Puit. Shut up. Very nervous. Oh yeah, Garrett, that doesn't make it a joke. You ruined the joke, man. And so Prince said females in the United States don't want to have a serious relationship. They do. I mean, you have some women that want to have a relationship, but for the most part, they don't. It was crazy, Prince. It's a big hookup culture in the States. It's a big hookup culture. And then also, it's not even just a hookup culture. You know what's happening in the U.S.? The sugar baby culture took over to where you have women that are teachers, right? That are teachers, women that are professionals, that are nurses, even that are going on sugar daddy websites to get an extra income. It's crazy what's happening out there in the states. And they say, and like a lot of times, I know you guys may think that way too. A lot of times, women in the U.S. would say, "Oh, well, you older guys are going out there to the Philippines, different places to get these women." But I mean, in comparison, women are going on to be sugar babies. They're going on sugar daddy websites. So, I mean, which one is worse, Robin? So, I mean, which one is worse? I mean, I'm going to get into that too, more deep in detail next week. So, guys, join for that. And Beno said, I work with a Filipino girl, young girl, and she just broke up with her dude after 5 years. And now she is saying you want a sugar daddy. So what you say is real. No, it's true. And guys, they even have those same sites that are in the U.S. here in the Philippines. And I seen tons of Filipinos on it. I went on it. I did some research, and I was like, wow. These same sites, I checked it. I seen it was in the Philippines. I checked the Philippines, and I seen Filipinos on the site. I mean, it's Filipinos in the Philippines. So it's happening around the world. But guys, now I'm going to get into more, of course, why we came. Why Filipinos are jealous, and I'm going to get into some stories, okay? Because there's tons of stories of guys that have the situation. I had small stories of myself, even with K, but wasn't that big. You know, there's certain situations where women are grown. There's guys that are 50 and their woman is like 48 years old or 40, and they're still jealous like that. And these guys are saying, like, apart from that, she's the greatest girl, and you know they don't go out. They don't go out at all. And then she thinks like, oh, they maybe not, like, he had a Filipina. She's thinking, oh, you're not going to work. So she's questioning him now. She's questioning him, oh, you're not going to work. Now that's a situation that probably happened to her in the past. And that's the thing. A lot of women are dealing with their past issues, and they need to be worked out before you get in another relationship. And Matthew McCall said, where the sugar mama sites at? And Garrett said, why being I feel for a heart or puso. Unfortunately, going down the wrong road now. Yeah. So what happens is, a lot of times Filipinas, they don't get over their past relationships. They don't get over their pains. And a lot of times, I'll be honest with you guys, what it is like, how in the States the big thing is, women need to go to therapy. It's the same thing out here. That's frowned upon. So women are dealing with a lot of situations from their past, from past heartbreaks, from maybe even past things that may have been done from Filipinos, and then they put that all on you because the machismo culture out here is real. The things you guys heard about. I'm not trying to bash Filipino men, but not all Filipino men are like that. But there are some that are like that, extremely machismo, and run over girls' hearts. So a lot of women could be dealing with that, and that needs to be dealt with. But yeah, this situation where the girl was saying, "You're not going to work," you know, "You're not going to work," and it was situations where he wouldn't have his work shirt on when he came home from work. Of course, you want to get out of that shirt, right? Say if it's hot outside and it's a button-up shirt, you want to get out of that shirt. Or if he bumps into a situation, someone calls him, she'll come right into his face and try and listen on the conversation, and it drives him crazy. So it got to the stage where now he never tells her anything about work anymore. He didn't even tell her about anything on Facebook. She goes on his Facebook, she stalks his Facebook, and Filipinos are famous for that, especially the jealous ones. They're Facebook stalkers. So if you let a female, a Filipino, right away your Facebook account, you'll find yourself in a situation. And so Ching Bernardo said, not all Filipinos are like that. Depends on their situation. That's true, Chang, but almost all Filipinos are Facebook stalkers. So in that way, you know, that's true for sure. And not all Filipinos are like that. That's why I said some. That's the key word, Chang. Some Filipinos, not all. Yeah, that's the title. I made sure to do that, Chang, so this doesn't happen. I made sure to say some so we don't bump into this situation. But not all Filipinos are like that. Definitely not. You have some Filipinos that are westernized, some Filipinos that just don't care. They don't have the time to even think about it. Yeah, I know. I was talking about being jealous too. I was talking about, so not all Filipinos are jealous. I know that for sure. But yeah, I have a topic to talk about, so I'm not going to go back and forth with talking about, not all are like that. And so Dexter said you need to find out how far she will go in her anger. If she's the type to get physical, that's when a possibility for danger comes in. Yeah, and that's one thing as a man, no man should allow. No man should allow. I never allowed it. When I came here, I told Kay my situation I had in the past. You guys heard about it too. I had a girl before that went to put her hands on me, and it got physical, and I said I had to break up with her. Had to end it right from there. Had to end it. What's up, Professor? How you doing, man? And Ronald Acre said, and some Filipinos think foreigners are all the same as well. No, it's true. Some Filipinos do. You have some Filipinos that'll say, "Oh well," because really, guys, there's a lot of foreigners that come here for cheap sex. There's a lot of foreigners that come to the Philippines for cheap sex, or come to the Philippines, because they're seen as gold in the Philippines, and that ego boost, the ego boost you get when you're here. A lot of guys come for that. A lot of guys miss the Philippines for that ego boost. A lot of guys missed it for that reason. So now that it's open, you know, it's going to get back to where it was. Like the immigration is saying, it's going to get back to 12,000 a day. It's going to be 12,000 a day, by April coming in. And a lot of guys are coming from many other different things to explore the islands, but most people are coming. Most guys are coming for that eco boost. Major Carlton, how you doing, man? Major Carlton, and it's true though. And it's true, by the way, because some Filipinos do think that way, but you have some that are very intelligent that know that's just not true. They just know it's not true. But there are some that think that way. Yeah, guys, and hit the like button on your way in. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, so not only that, the girl accused him of flirting with other girls all the time. She contacted his old girlfriends before, and also workmates, giving them a hard time as well. So when things like that start happening, like, wait a minute, you contacting the ladies I work with, my ex girlfriends. Like, what are you gonna find out with that? Like, sometimes it gets out of hand, and if any of you guys had a situation that got out of hand like that, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's at a point where it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe we need to split up because we need to talk about this, baby. Seriously. And so, Simply Rocco, how you doing? Simply Rocco. And also, we got in the building, Jamie Columbani. They can have it. I don't like a Facebook. She'll have a surprise. And so, Matthew McCall said, I saw that Dumaguete Filipina get really hurt because her foreign boyfriend left her for another girl. Basically, I believe he's using girls and hopping around. That does happen. And you know what's crazy, Matthew? She'll be scarred for life for that. She'll be scarred for life, and she'll never look at foreigners the same. And if she does get another one, she's going to be extremely jealous. It's a sad situation. For situations like that, that's kind of understandable in a way, you know. And it happens to some Filipinos go through that. They get a bad foreigner, like they get a bad deal. You got foreigners that come here and that leave Filipinos with babies. You know, happens all the time. But let me see. Hey, Adriano, what's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing? But yeah, no, it happens. Matthew McCall, it happens to girls, and they're scarred forever. They're scarred forever. Thanks for the super chat, Bino. Thanks a lot for that, brother. I appreciate it. All money's appreciated, guys. I'm not rich at all. I'm a poor. I'm a little poor man. So Bino, I really appreciate that. And Dr. J said, "Hey, brother, I'm a new listener. Great work. Curious to know how one can meet a quality older Filipina, say in her 40s, online perhaps, and what site." Well, yeah, but I met Kay on a Christian dating site. So Kay, can you post a link of the yeah, post a link for him. But yeah, yeah, Dr. J. But still, Dr. J, you might as well come to the Philippines. So I'm telling you, you can go online and meet something before you come if you want to. I'm not telling you stopping you from going online because I found my lady online. But I would say you definitely want to come out here right away. Don't be, with Philippines open, talking to someone for like a year online. Yeah, yeah, maybe 3 months to come here. Exactly, exactly. And so Matthew McCall said same thing with Jean. Her boyfriend made up an excuse to leave her because he's on a sexcapade. Yeah, and these things happen. These things happen. You get situations where women get in situations with foreigners, and the Philippines is a candy shop. So I say to a lot of guys, if you haven't gotten it out your system, you know, the Philippines is not the place for you. I mean, yeah, because if you're looking to get in a situation in a relationship and you haven't got it all out your system, it's not one thing to be doing to come out here because you're gonna see, wow, it's a candy shop, and that's what leads to a lot of Filipino jealousy too. And I'm saying I'm not bashing those guys that want to come here and do that at all. I'm saying, don't come out here and get in a relationship and then do that. It just leaves a bad taste. But that's what happens. And then girls, they hear these stories too, and they automatically assume. But that's what happened with this girl here. She contacted his exes. What happened? She contacted his exes. Can you join the live or no? She contacted his exes. She went on his Facebook, contacted his workmates, all types of things. And then she would have. Not only did she do that, she would also have outbursts with him. Now that's one of those situations where it's like you have to let it go. You have to let it go. Because me and Kay, it was a lot of bickering back and forth for a little while, but I had to nip that right in the bud right away and say, you can't do this, and she stopped it. And after that, I said, wow, she really is the one because she stopped the jealousy right away. And it just happens, guys. And what it is, it's a lack of security and trust in you. That's really what it is. Where a woman, they're automatically assuming, oh, all guys are like this. And it's an insecurity thing. And what creates the insecurity, it's what Big Truck said. That first thing creates insecurity. The competition, and Filipinas know another Filipina will take your man like that. And sometimes it can be so easy. And some guys think they won't fall victim until they're here and go, oh man, I was not ready for a relationship. What's on, Prince Memphis? How you doing? I know Jonah Jefferson gets jealous for sure. Yeah, I bet she does. Thanks for the super chat, Matthew McCall. Thanks a lot, man. I'll be sure. I have coffees for a month with that, Matthew. Thanks a lot, man. And yeah, I know, Professor. I know, man. And then the thing too, and I hate to point out your situation, but Jonas, she's not a spring chicken. She's when I'm saying that, I'm not saying like she's old. I'm saying she's of age, and so sometimes those can be the ones. Like usually when they're real young, when women are real young, they feel they have nothing to be jealous over. Sometimes, but you can come out here and get one of those young ones in the Philippines that are hot fire. And what it is too, guys, I'll tell you what it is too. It's a very passionate place, the Philippines. It's a very loving place. Filipinos do love hard, but sometimes it's not love. It really is just jealousy, and it's just uncontrollable jealousy. And that's one of those things. If you guys have a jealous lady and it's overboard, you know, you just gotta let her know, hey, look, babe, if we're gonna be together, we can't do this. you know, especially if you get a woman that's sitting there crying or that's like using tampon on you for no reason. It's just like every time I got K used tampon on me, it was probably once she did it. She probably used it on me once, no, twice. See if I'm like being just, yeah, maybe once a year, maybe, but that's still no. But the reason why she usually would do it, it would be my fault. I'll be honest with you. When Kay would do tampon with me, it's usually my fault. Maybe I'm ignoring a situation, being insensitive. I'm being insensitive. I'm a man. I'm a man. I could be insensitive, or I could maybe get mad at her or flip on her or something. Yeah, and that'll do it. Shut up, kid. And Todd E, what's going on? How you doing, brother? I spin, what's going on? And said Prince Memphis said, "Man, my luck has been terrible online." Yeah, I hear you, man. Sometimes it can be, with dating online. With dating online, you got to be careful because a lot of times, a lot of you guys can meet in the same Filipino, and they trying to get all of you guys. And then I don't know, Prince Memphis, if it's a situation where a woman's asking for money, and I felt bad when yesterday when what's her name said it. What's his name again? He said he was dating a Filipino online for 2 3 months, and she waited him out. Prince Memphis, she waited him out and then asked for money. What's his name? I forgot his name. He may be in here today, but she waited him out 3 months, and I said, bro, yeah, it was yesterday. I said you did the right thing. Some of you guys were here. You seen it. The reason why he did the right thing is because she really waited him out. Garrett probably remembers. Let me scroll down and see. He may be here. Let me scroll down and see. No, he's not here. No, I know Garrett's here, but what's his name? No, the young guy, the young kid. House of Haas. Yeah, happened House of Haas. No, can you remember the girl? No, the girl waited him out. The girl waited him out for 2 to 3 months, and then she asked for money. Yeah, and when a girl does that, when a girl is like that, that's not even that patient. But when a girl can wait you out for 3 months, leave her right away. leave, yeah, leave her because man, that's conniving. Think about it, guys. So Prince Memphis. If it's situations like that you're going through, man, you know, leave for real. Because I got lucky with K. K wasn't like that. And so, Lintech, how you doing, Lintech? Long time no see. Sorry, nah, God, aha. Long time no see, Lintech. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. And so Prince said I met my Filipino girlfriend on the same website. Okay. And so K's talking to Lintech. What's going on, Lintech? No time no see. I got to post the super chat of the brother Matthew McCall. Thanks a lot for that. And so I keep poll. Akili Poe said, D, I've lived in the Philippines for 17 years. Yes, there's older 40 plus Filipinos that are single and educated. Yes, they are. There are tons of Filipinas here, 40 and over, that are single. Now, the thing is, and Philippines is working on it. It's not the case for everyone, but a lot of them are married. Are married. But the Philippines is working on passing that law. They're working on passing a law to where it's easy to get divorced, and they were talking about it on I think it was the August 17th of 2021, usually that or September 17th, and I'm gonna look more into it this week. It's not soon, but they're working on passing that to where, say, if you guys are looking for a woman 40 and over that's not married, and it's funny because I was on I forgot what site it was on. I was on not Christian Filipino. I was on another site, and you can see like they're married, and you've seen so many that said, yeah, they said, you know, complicated or not complicated. What did it say? You see so many Filipinas that not it's complicated. It Kay's answering the back, but they didn't say it's complicated. It said they were separated, and it shows that they're separated or if they're married. And I seen so many Filipinas that were separated, and it's true because when you get here, you'll see that it's like that here. You have a Filipino, you meet a Filipina. It's like really like guys. When I was making videos months ago, you got to get over here. And if you want to, if you thinking, even thinking, say, because a lot of guys say, you know what, I don't want to meet something until I get there. Now, yeah, come here and get here. But then you get here, you see a girl, you starting to like her right away, you talking, you got to get that cinema right away, man. Because you never know. You never know. You may want to be serious with her, maybe consider wanting to marry her, you know. Because, guys, this is facts. And this is a known fact. Most guys that come here want to settle down with something. And that's just facts. Most guys that come to the Philippines want to settle down with something. You know, like guys don't guys will guy. There's a lot of guys that want to play, but a lot of guys want to find something. I was even I was even looking at different things, guys. Like this one guy came over here and he was in Angela City. He met a girl, didn't even try her out. He didn't try her out, right? He didn't try her out. He wanted to like kind of make her a good girl, right? And he took her out the bar right away. He paid the bar fine and then got with the girl and then wonder why she did what she did. I'll save that for video, but yeah, guys, it's crazy. And so Professor said it just grew up and I immediately saw the jealous word. Aha, guilty again. Yeah. Yep. And so Phil Phil the IT guy said my fiance was great for 2 years here. Then she met some of my coworkers. Man, she is watching me like a hawk now. Man. And you know what's crazy? Um if he's Phil the IT guy, he must be an IT guy, maybe at a call center or something, or at a big company, and he's the guy that fixes everything. So you know, I I don't know. I don't know how she must have seen him at a company party. I don't know how, but Yeah, man. But watching you like a hawk now, I mean, if you didn't do anything, there would be no reason to watch you. And hopefully it doesn't get out of hand, Phil the IT guy. Hopefully it doesn't get out of hand. Because again, it starts like that, man. It starts with innocent jealousy, and then it spirals. It spirals. And so Lintech Saha, yeah, long time, brother. I missed that. Lintech always, when she see me in other chat rooms, brother. She say brother like she's Jamaican or something, brother. Like she's African. Well, yeah, yeah, long time, brother. Just got my dinner and saw that jealous word and got guilty all over again. Oh, see, Lintech admitted it. She admitted. She, she admitted her. Yeah, she's a vlogger. She's a Filipina. Yeah, if I invite her on later, you don't have to show your face. You can come on and talk with us. And so Prince River said, I'm thinking I'll just wait until I'm there to take anything serious. I have about 3 weeks. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. But when you get over here, though, just have it set, and also be ready to conversate. Because a lot of guys think you come here and it's just gonna fall in your lap, and that's just not the case a lot of times for everybody. And that's real, guys. That's where I tell a story all the time about my friend that was in Cebu, been out here for years, didn't get anyone because he listened to people sit around and wait for it to come to him. That's what every expat says: sit around, wait for it to come to you, and it doesn't come to everybody like that. And then he went on and tried to date Filipinas, and then found a lot of Filipinas that lied, or that were in situations. He had a lot of sex, but he wanted more. He wants a wife. The man want to get married, and so I felt for him. Like, I would always be laughing. He would tell me his stories, and I would always be laughing. Like, wow, man, that's crazy that happened to you. He had a situation where girls used him for sex, and I told her I talked about it in a video one time. The girl said, "Oh, because he's black." She said, "Oh, do you have a big one?" And then he was like, "Yeah." And then she used him, and then she said she was single, and then he come to find out she had kids and a whole family. He was so hurt. He smashed it, right? But he didn't want just that. And that's crazy for guys like him. Like, he was used by a Filipina. I mean, you guys remember that video? I know that you guys see that video. He was used. And first, I was laughing at him, like, man. I said, wow, that's a way to be used. But he. I know. Yeah, it's not. I know if you look for a serious relationship, I know. I know. And the crazy thing, right? I felt bad for him because in the year 4545 J. Thanks for the super chat, man. And so, and Doane Quintos, how you doing, Doane? How you doing? And so, yeah, that was the thing with him. You know, I felt bad because he kept getting lied to. He kept getting lied to, and it happened when he was here. And then he was here and was trying to go on dating sites and meeting them. He was on dating sites while here, so he can meet him like that way too and in person. And the man had a hard time. Like, some guys have a hard time finding someone trustworthy. You know, and I should be using that for a video and not wasting it here, right, kid? Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop talking about it. But it's true. I need to like break it down separately. Yeah, yeah, no, I need to write. Yeah, let me write it down. Actually, that's a video, guys. No, but see, I'm gonna talk about that because it's true, guys. Like, you hear so many times from expats that say, "Oh, just come here. It's gonna fall in your lap." For some people, that happens. For some people, but not for everybody. You know, like, there's guys that are in the Philippines now and still hasn't found it. I forgot who it was. Guys come on my videos and say it all the time. I forgot who of his name. But the guy was like, I've been here and still haven't found somebody I trusted yet. You know? And a lot of times it doesn't just fall in your lap. Now, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was Jeff Assassin. But a bunch of people say it all the time. And you got expats that, I'm not trying to bash them, but they put it out there like, oh, it's just gonna fall in your lap, and it doesn't fall in everybody's lap like that. That's just facts. You can get out here in the Philippines and thinking that way and be very lonely. Don't get me wrong, it won't be lonely because you're gonna get girls, but you'll find yourself alone. What's going on, Will? How you doing, man? Yeah, no. And Jack Hobson is back. What's going on, Jack? How you doing? Long time no see, brother. Yeah, you still in the Philippines? And let me see, Phil, the IT guy, says she's worried about the girls you ran into, some outside of work, and they were dressed just a little bit sexy. Phil, the IT guy, man, you gotta let your lady know. You gotta kiss her right in the mouth and say, "Baby, listen, listen, baby, I'm yours, okay? These girls are just hoochie mamas, you know? They just hoochie mamas." And Phil, the IT guy, you don't want all they want to use you for anyway is just a good time and money if you were to go with them. But you know that already. Your girl needs to know that though. And so, see Booker Towler, how you doing? He said I would like to visit one day. And Pinoy Texan, how you doing, brother? Welcome. Panay Forever, how you doing, sister? He said good high noon, bro. Watching from Texas. Thanks for chiming in today, Pinoy Texan. It's good seeing you. My first time seeing your live stream. But that's the thing, guys. It's really like that. But I'm gonna talk about it about situations that happen like that. And so this one guy said he would sit her down and explain to his lady the damage that she was doing in a relationship, and it was jeopardizing his career. You know, and he said it. Communication is the key, and if she can't deal with her jealousy or won't change, then you got to decide where to go with it. You know, because it can't get that bad. Some Filipinas it does get that bad. You know, and then this one guy said he guesses it's something that's a part of their culture, and he said Filipinos are very hot tempered. Some can be, not all. Just like the other Filipino was in the live saying, and she's right. She said, not all Filipinos, not every Filipino is hot tempered. Yeah, not all are jealous. Like even what happened with Kay, it was like a moment and then it was gone. Cause she seen I wasn't like that, you know. She seen, wow, this guy. Yeah, she seen that, I didn't go for that and I wasn't about that, and I'm not jealous at all. So, oh yeah, yeah. Kay has dreams. Kay will have a dream that I cheated on her in her sleep and wake up mad, and she'll be looking at me one day. That's the Kay's problem. She won't really say anything. She'll just be looking at me like, and I'll be like, why are you looking at me like that? And then I know right away, like, you had a dream again. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, man, you got to get over that. But that's what it is with Kay. It doesn't go too far. Like some of these situations where you know some of the Filipinas are causing situations at their job. And Phil, the IT guy, I hope that doesn't happen with you, man. I don't think your Philippines are gonna go that far though. That's messing up the bag. I think she knows better than that, But I'm happy. I'm happy you share that with me too, man. I'm happy you share that with us because it's serious. I know a lot of you guys may go through situations like even Professor shared with us. He has that similar issue as well, where certain things and yes, Filipinos can be hot tempered. And is it passion? Yes, a lot of it's passion. But like this one guy said, he said he's married. He sits alone in the house most of the time. He doesn't drink, smoke, don't do any drugs. He never try to get in bed with a female, even though females outnumber males 7-1 in the Philippines. All he does is watch TV in the bed, or use the computer, or sit on the patio watching the world go by. But still, the one thing that Kay would do to me, and I had to stop her from doing it, but she'll still do it anyway. And say if a pretty girl is passing by, Kay will look to see if I'm looking. And the way she does it, no, you still do it. No, you don't do it as much. Kay does that jealousy, but it's not still not bad with her. She, oh Jay, are you looking? Are you like that? And I'm like, yeah, no, you see, that's the thing I don't like when she does that. That's the thing. Yeah, but she would do that sometimes, and I'd be like, why are you doing that to me? Why are you doing that to me? That's the worst thing. Like I don't want to hear that. No, I don't. I don't look. It's funny. Sometimes girls walking by, I don't even notice them, and then she'll say something like that. Then I see them. No, it's true. It's been sometimes I've noticed them, but sometimes you do it, and I don't even get a chance to look. Seriously, she'll do it like, and I'm like, hey, we're in the street. They're walking right by me. I could see if I was going like this, looking at the butt or something like that. But the only question I just said hi to all. I gotta go. It's nice to hear from you all. Take care. And the black curse I've been used to. Yeah, it can happen. It'll happen too. Probably when you get here, Prince Memphis. So be careful of that, man. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Some Filipinos will use you. The same thing, bro. It can happen. It's real. Filipinos they already think they already know in the hell, okay. And it's funny, like even Filipinos in general have that in their head. Like Filipinos, a guy be like, oh, he's big, right? Oh, he's like super big, right? They think that just because you're a black guy, and the women think the same thing. So, huh? No, I'm saying you. I didn't say you think like that. I'm saying that's the first thing they think. So Prince Memphis, when you're out here, you know, you may have girls that'll look at you for that, and that's the difference. Like usually, no, you got to be honest. They look at white guys mostly for the skin, but they look at black guys if they want a black guy. A lot of times it'll be for that, or for the attitude too. That's what they like about black guys. Filipinos love our attitude, and how we're so easygoing and so easy to get along with, and cool, naturally cool, you know, naturally cool. But still, if they prefer white men for the skin mostly. And so, Braden, how you doing? Good to see you here, man. He said, "Hey, man, still in the U.S. and I'm looking at coming to visit some Filipino family, but I won't get the COVID vaccine. Am I eligible for travel?" Um, Brandon, man, Braden, I mean, um, really, see, I've heard some people got in through Cebu, right? But this was the thing: some airlines won't even let you on their plane if you're not vaccinated. And I don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I've never flown into Cebu. I've never spoken to someone one on one who's flown into Cebu. So I would say to do more deep research. Call the Cebu Airlines. Check that first. Call the Cebu Airlines to see if you can get in through Cebu. And if they okay it, because when I called months ago, when I called last month, they actually well no K called. They put K back in the queue. They put K back in the queue. But me and K seen some people confirming on the Facebook that they came in. I say call Cebu on your own, and I say continue to call them until they're until they get tired of you calling. You call them so much to confirm, and then call again and confirm, and then also check with the airline because some airlines won't let you. So if they confirm, then from there check with the different airlines that will let you on unvaccinated because airlines won't even let you on. Right now they're probably more lax in the states, so you may be able to go now. So if
Mm-hmm.
Cebu okays it, then from there check the airline, and then that's how you do your research. Call Cebu, Acton Cebu Airport. Then check with airlines that allow people to go on unvaccinated, and then from there you should be able to get in. So that would be your
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, because the post that's only in the news, so Jay just reporting it. So you guys
Yeah.
also, if you need to also do your research after that, because
Yes.
there's no other news. We tried to
hmm
research it in the past few weeks, but there's no one
Yeah.
reporting it.
Nobody
So we,
reporting it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you
And
for
and
the
thanks
super chat.
thanks for the super
Mhm.
chat, Jamie. He said, I have baggage too. Girls have stripped my heart, but I don't bring that to my next relationship. If she's tripping, I am out. I'm just looking for a good place to retire. No extras. Hold on, I gotta post that. Hold on 1 second. And I gotta go back up to where let me see. Okay, I'm up to Braden. All right, so I gotta post that one. On wow, I'm far up. I'm gonna post that right now. That's very important what you said, man. I gotta show that one. You see what he said, guys? I have baggage too. Girls
Mm-hmm.
have shred my heart. So true. I gotta talk about that one thing right there, Jamie.
Relate much?
No, I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it because that's always my beef. That was my beef with Kay. And I hate to use you, Kay, but it happened with you. But my
You
thing,
use her, Jay. I
no,
understand.
I
I'm
have to use you
joking.
because it happened with you where you got that way. But that's my thing. I feel you. I feel the same way. Like girls strep my heart too, but I don't bring it into the next relationship. And women have to be careful, especially Filipinas, because a lot of times they bring things from relationship to relationship. And I know we're men, we get over things easier, but a lot of times we bring that baggage with us into the next relationship too. But we bring it with us to not let ourselves get super hurt again. You know, not in the
Mm-hmm.
way that women bring it in, to where they just you know nitpick at every little thing. And some Filipinos have to be careful for that because that, especially when if you do that, say if a Filipino did that to you, right, Jamie? You come over here in the Philippines and Filipino does that, you're out. You're out. You know, and that's not good. Then you have
That's
two
why I said I'm
losers.
out. I'm just looking for a good place to retire. Yeah,
Yeah,
and maybe in the
exactly,
future you can meet someone that's really good for you, you know? So just
exactly.
enjoy the Philippines, travel the Philippines. There's a lot of places to visit here. And thank
Hmm.
you again, JB, for the super chat. So I'll
Yes,
continue
thanks a
where
lot for the
you
super
left
chat.
off.
Oh no,
Garrett Alson said,
go down to
I'm
Panay.
there, I'm there.
Okay,
Okay. Now I'm just reading. Garrett said, oh, yeah, yeah, they're talking to each other already. So
yeah,
Jack Hobson said, I'm good. I'm still here in the Philippines.
okay,
So he's
I'll
still
post
here in the
that.
Philippines. And Pinay Forever said, yes, some Filipinas are so scared to lose their man, so they get jealous, but not all
Yeah,
Filipinas. I'm not like that.
yeah, and that's good. That's good, Panay forever, because some women let it like bother them, you know, and then also you have some Filipinas that you know won't let you go anywhere on your own, and that right there is like a number one no no,
Hmm.
you know.
Because some
It's
Filipinas just like they're not it's not being insecure when you get jealous. I don't know. How do you call it? Is it insecurities when you get jealous?
it is
It is
insecurities.
part of
It
insecurities.
is,
Okay.
yeah.
So there's a lot of Filipinos also that's not insecure. They're confident that their man will not gonna cheat on them. So, but
Hmm.
sometimes it doesn't too much confident will lead to he doesn't know if the man is cheating.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, there's a lot of Filipinos also that doesn't get jealous that much compared to other Pinay. So Garrett
Hmm.
said, "I have not met a Spanish or Filipina lady yet who has not hot blooded jealous." It's Garrett.
Yeah.
Isaiah said,
Yeah.
"I stay away from the ones who have daddy issues."
That can happen here too. That can
Mm-hmm.
happen here too. And there are a lot here that may have daddy issues, you know. And what creates those daddy issues, Isaiah, you're right, is the super machismo fathers. Like you'd be shocked. Well, a lot of you guys know Filipinos, like you see all of this stuff on TV with like the gay Filipino. No, the guys here are so super machismo. It's ridiculous.
What's
There's so
machismo
many.
again?
Machismo, macho papa. Like
Ah,
most Filipinos are like
macho
that.
papa.
Most Filipinos are extremely macho. Like you'd be shocked.
Mm.
A lot of you guys know though, but and that happens. That their papas like that,
And
and it
also
creates that issues.
Some Filipina just want to date Filipinos. They doesn't like
Yeah,
to
that's
date a
true.
foreigner as well. So that's why,
Hmm.
guys, if you really want to find the right one for you, you really need to do some work. Okay.
And so Frank Ellis said it. He said, "Black Filipino TV. These guys thinking women are just going to fall in their laps. They have to still put in the work." It's very true. I said all the time. And then, you know what happens, Frank Ellis? Guys, because guys been hearing it's so easy because it is easy, but you
Mm-hmm.
have to put in a little bit of work. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times the Filipinos that you want are shy. Think about it, guys. The Filipinos that's gonna come up to you and talk to you are probably gonna be the ones you probably don't want. Because most
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos that are like are shy. They're not gonna just come up to you and hey, how you doing? You know, it's just not like that. So the ones that you really want, they're waiting for you to approach them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to put in a little bit of work. Maybe they'll give you an eye, but they won't just come up to you and go, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Da, 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 da. Some
Unless
maybe.
Unless
Some
your
maybe.
relatives, unless you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
friend
unless
who,
you
oh,
friend to a friend. Yep.
yeah, to a friend, like introduce. We call that
Mhm.
reto, like, oh, I want you to meet this girl, and like that. Sometimes it's
Mhm.
faster than that, but if you
Yeah.
wanna meet the one that you like, you really need to do. Unless you meet them online too. Thank you so much for 100 viewers. Thank you so much,
Yes.
guys, for
Yes.
dropping
Thank you.
by.
And so Phil, the IT guy, said, "Me too. She seems to be starting to get the picture. I mean, I've been here with her 2 years, and through the
Mm-hmm.
crazy lockdowns, work remote in USA, could have easily gone at any moment. Yeah, yeah, man. She has to understand that. She has to understand that.
Actually,
And this,
before I got
okay,
jealous easily, but Jay always make me feel like at ease. Is it at
yeah,
ease?
at
Ease,
ease.
like at ease, like don't get jealous. I'm not leaving you, something like that. So I got jealous easily before, but I
Yeah.
really, I start to be confident. Well,
Hmm.
that he's not leaving.
Yeah. And so Panay said, "Ha, guys will always look." And Carlos said, "I look, but don't flirt." Yeah, that's true. And Frank Ellis said Filipinos are like Hispanic women with the jealousy. They are
Okay.
they are a little bit. They are actually a
House
lot.
of Us, hello.
What's going
Jay is
on,
talking
House
about you
Haas?
earlier. Yo,
Yeah, I
what's
was
up?
talking
I'm
about
not
you
late.
earlier
I was
about the
doing
situation you
push
went through.
up. Richardson.
I seen it.
Thank you. You did that before you come to the live
And
stream.
so and so Carlos Martinez talking to the professor, and Garrett said I might get hurt looking because it shows no discretion on me. And so Phil the IT guy said it's also the first thing all her friends ask when they meet me, and I'm white. Yeah,
What they ask?
probably ask is well, yeah. What did they ask, Phil? Are they asking is he cheating or like? Oh, what did
Pinay
they ask?
forever. Pinay forever said, "Look is fine, but not no flirting." That's what she
Yeah.
said.
And so the Frank Ellis said women have to realize men will always look at women. That's what we do. We're hunters. It's true. And so
Frank Ellis is a
Joseph said,
hunter.
get what do you say?
No, no, I'm just saying Frank Ellis is a hunter.
And so Joseph said they don't seem to take sarcasm too well. They always seem to have to save face. One said she's going to have me banned from coming to PH. Well, there's no way to do that.
You know
There's no
what?
way to do that.
I hope it's not you, Joseph, because I see
Yeah, I heard
someone
of the
posted
situation.
in a group in Facebook, and
Yeah,
somebody said,
the
"How
Facebook
are we
group.
gonna ban this guy to coming to the U.S.?" So
Oh
she's a
man.
Filipina, and I hope it's not you. She said,
Yeah, Joseph.
"What are you gonna do to ban this foreigner
Yeah,
to
we
come to
seen
the
we
Philippines?"
yep. They said yep. Okay, you remember the person's name? I don't. I feel bad
I can
explaining.
go back and check the group
Hold
there,
up.
and
If
who
it
posted
hold
it,
up,
because I'm sure it's still
hold
there,
up.
or unless it's deleted already.
If it's
Thank
the
you for the
same
super
person,
chat.
Joseph, that's gonna be
Hmm.
crazy. Thanks, super. Thanks for the super chat. Panoy
Pinoy
texting. Can't
Texan.
wait to be home. A Cebu, bro. Reopen it. Yeah. Um, if that's the same lady, Joseph Relaford, man, I'm gonna cry. Cause if right, Kay, me and Kay seen it the other day, and I'm like, we were talking about it, Joseph, and we were like, how could she really ban? Like, what is
Yeah,
she
I
gonna say
know.
that she was raped? He raped me, or like, what is she gonna say? You
No,
really can't
they
ban
may
someone from getting in.
maybe the guy find another Filipino while they're doing LDR,
Don't
online
don't
talk.
matter. She still can't ban him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she would have to make up some crazy lie, but that's crazy. And so Phil
Mm-hmm.
Jordan said, "My girl is a psycho on jealousy." Yeah, man.
Where's that?
No, it's down here. You don't see it?
Okay. Okay,
Right
okay,
after
okay.
Joseph Elliford. And then Kay Dallas said, "I'm ready to get used for sex." And yeah, I know a lot of you guys are. And it's funny. Some Filipinos
I'm so
will do
ready.
that. You have something to do it. I'm not saying that it's definitely gonna happen to you, but it happened to him, and he told me about it. And I was like, "Wow." I couldn't believe him. Like that really happened. He told me how it happened. He met the girl on a
Jay
dating
was
website.
jealous, guys. I was like, I
No,
hope
I
I did
wasn't.
that before.
No, this is the thing. Like I told him before, because we was working together at this time, right? Online, we was working together online. I said, bro, I'm living vicariously through you. I said, I'm not happy that this is happening to you, but I'm living through you. You know, I'm bored over here in Manila. We was in
Jace is
Manila. I was in Manila.
also.
I was like, I'm bored over here, and the stories you tell me about your dating escapades are crazy. But he had some crazy escapades. But he wanted a relationship. I felt bad for the guy. He really wanted to be with someone. And so
House of
let me
Us
see.
said, I asked a
Go ahead.
Filipino how much does it cost in her country to get the P reduction surgery, and no, it's fine, finish reduction surgery. And she said she believed all black men have big ones. I think my joke spread the stereotype. LOL.
Where's that at? Because you skipped
That's below K Dallas. When you said I'm ready to get ready for sex, that's just right below.
House. I don't see it.
No, the K Dallas below K Dallas. That's the comment of House of Us below it.
I don't see House of House. Oh, the one.
The one you just K Dallas. All right, let's just
Yeah.
continue, Jay. We
Oh
have
no.
115 viewers, guys. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining
Thank you.
in.
Thank you for joining,
Share your
guys.
experience, and so we
Yeah. Oh yeah.
can.
If you got any experience too, definitely share. Definitely
Mm-hmm,
share. Because you guys. This it has to stop a little bit. The crazy ones, like I'm hoping Phil's situation doesn't get worse. Who's the person that just commented? It was Phil. I hope both Phils. Oh, Phil, the IT guy, and also Phil Jordan. Situation doesn't get
mm-hmm,
worse because they can get bad. Like I was reading the
mm-hmm,
situation here, and they're bad situations. Like this one guy said he had a situation that was worse than the other guys, and he worked in Santa Cruz, and after some flirting, after a few months, they moved in together. They lived together for a little while. Then she started accusing him of cheating. He didn't even do anything,
mm-hmm,
just right away. Probably used to the guys doing it, cheating on her or whatever. So automatically she put
mm-hmm,
it on him, and women can't do that. You guys, like Jamie was just saying that. Jamie was
mm-hmm,
just saying that. For a woman to put that on a guy from a past situation is not good. That means she needs some therapy.
mm-hmm.
And then so he said they were together 24/7. So the crazy thing was, this is what was bad with this guy, right? He actually worked with this girl. Okay,
Who's
so he
that?
worked with her.
Yeah.
This situation. He worked with
Mm,
this girl, so he's seen her 24/7. So could you imagine that? Imagine if you work in the same shift, 9 to 5, right? So I'm gonna work with you, Kay. We working 9 to 5, right? And then I'm going home with you. Be taking be driving you home. So I'm
mm-hmm.
seeing you 24/7, and you accusing me of cheating. Oh man, I feel bad for that guy.
Oh, Professor
He
is
worked
sending
with
you a
her.
super chat, Jay.
Thanks a lot for the super chat,
In the
Professor.
year 50
And the year
50,
50/50
send.
send a shutter to get me. Yeah, I'll be down there in a while, man. So now that this situation right here has to be the worst. Has to be the worst situation. He was working with her, same job, same job, and she still was a psycho with the jealousy, like what my
Mhm,
man Phil is going through. And this was crazy though. He said, she still said he was goofing around. He had to work overtime one day, right? So she knew the phone number in the area that he was working. So she called it. He answered, and then she accused him of cheating. He said, "How can I be cheating? I'm at work at the same number you just called me on." Right? So make a long story short, he was in a high tech clean room with the bunny suit on. She said, "I don't know how, but I know that you are." I could go on and on with more stories about this girl. He said, needless to say, it didn't last. She was a real beauty, but he would have married her. But
mhm.
he didn't marry her because of her jealousy.
Also,
And
this is your topic, right? You're talking
yeah,
about the
yeah,
situation about.
yeah.
Okay.
I was talking about different situations and talking about what it stems from.
Mm-hmm,
It really stems from women not getting the help they need. Like some women really actually do need therapy for their situations. You know, like a lot of guys do too. But a lot of times what happens with guys is we usually got to go through things the hard way, and we have to just eat it because we seen as punks.
mm-hmm,
It's sad for us, but nobody feels sad for us. Nobody feels sad for us. We usually got to go through it. That's why guys come to the Philippines, actually. So a guy don't
Mhm.
want to come to the Philippines, and he wants the love of his life, and then she's accusing him of cheating, you know,
Mhm.
or get with a Filipina because it's different, and then
That's
you
what
got to go through that.
Jane
Yeah,
is trying to say. Like,
yeah,
don't bring to the my next relationship. Like, even
yeah.
though I'm because sometimes you experience that in your past relationship, and then you
Hmm.
feel like all the guys is like that. Like guys
Yeah.
were gonna just cheat on you. So that's why it's really before you get to another relationship, you need to be totally move on to that
Hmm.
past relationship because you don't like to bring it to another relationship and think like this guy was just gonna cheat on me and do like the same thing that's my ex. So yeah.
Hmm.
So I gotta go back and Beno said penis reduction because House of Pop said he was asking some Filipina on how much it costs in her country to get penis reduction surgery. And she said she believed all black men have big ones. I think my joke spread the stereotype. That's why he said. That's why Beno said that. And then
Oh,
Garrett said, "Welcome all coming on now or maybe late. I expect my, my
let's go down
one-handed
some, kid. Let's
push-up
go down some.
go
Let's go
down
down
now.
some.
One-handed
Let me see.
push-up.
Jimmy said, "Yep, I can't deal with a lot of drama anymore. Just peace and love." So he
Okay,
said that a
okay.
while ago. That was at that was 14 minutes ago. So I'm gonna skip some of these. And so
All right,
Panay said,
guys.
maybe I am not too jealous is because my man adores me, so feel secure. I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And so Frank said, I'm sorry. Ain't no woman gonna stop my movement. That's a red flag. Exactly. And so Phil said, I find most Filipino men rather feminine compared to guys in the US. Well, that's not necessarily true. You've probably seen on TV, Phil, but or what you see out in society. But for the most part, most Filipino men are very machismo. They are.
Mm-hmm.
And so somehow some Filipinos get jealous because their past relationship. Yeah, that's true. And
Mm-hmm.
so every man repeats a story. Said, I wanna be a macho man. That's how every man repeats a story. That's
Everyone
crazy.
has a story.
Yeah.
So we have Kuya Joey. So learning the culture, how our culture is different and similar to theirs, is your best way to create a strong relationship. That's
Yeah.
correct,
Yep.
Kuya Joey. Oh, Kuya Joey, I know Kuya Joey in the other live stream.
Hmm.
All right, we have here. What's GM? That's good morning, I think. Hi, hello, Prince Memphis.
Good
Phil, the
morning.
IT guy said I was buying liquor for New Year's Eve, and because you look tired, so I said I bet you can't wait to get out of here and go home. And she said, after this drink, sir, maybe with you. Damn.
Oh wow. Wow. That's real.
All right, so we have All right, guys, I'm just gonna skip. Greg said, "My advice: do not accept ridiculous jealousy. What you accept
Bro,
grows. Remind her, you will leave. You will leave. It's not acceptable."
it's crazy. It's crazy too, Greg. Um I had to say it to Kay. And I hate to say that, but it's true. I did. I did. I told Kay, I said, I'm not gonna deal with it. I said,
Mhm.
I can't go through. I said I can't be with you, and then but then she stopped it right away. She was like, I'm not losing him for me bugging out. She did away with that.
That was in the first few years of our relationship,
Yeah, it
guys.
was first few years. Yeah,
That's why sometimes it's really hard the first few years, right? And sometimes there's that's where we bump head too much, and we don't do video that time, right, Jay? Are
yeah,
we
no,
already
no, no.
vlogging?
Hmm.
Henry Pollard said, "Hey, bro, I recently started watching your videos, but I'm seriously thinking about becoming an expat. Expat, good stuff, man. Thank you,
Yeah,
Henry. And
and so
guys, I'm just gonna keep skipping because you guys
go
talking
to
to each
Kuya
other
Joey.
already.
Kuya Joey says sarcasm is not considered funny to most Filipinos.
Mm-hmm.
It is becoming a part of the cultural humor, but still not there. Yeah, I know, and that's a lot of times how people in the U.S. joke, especially like New Yorkers like me. We always joke with sarcasm, but yeah, that doesn't fly too well in the Philippines. They don't like it really.
Hi, Kuya Joey. How are you? I remember
Yes.
you, Kuya. Dexter Perkins, it doesn't take a lot of time for sex, but it takes time and patience to really discover what type of Pinay you have and make and build connection. It takes time for bonding, then you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Joseph. I'm not even in the Philippines yet from Joseph Relafort because he said said he's being banned. He's not even arriving. That's what happened with the lady who's posing. She said,
Hmm.
"How are we gonna ban a foreigner to enter the Philippines?"
Yeah, I
And
hope so,
maybe
man.
it's you. I hope it's not you,
I hope it's
bro.
not you, Joseph, because who
This
knows what she's
lady.
trying, man. But actually, email me to blackfilipino@gmail.com. I'm willing to do some. Me and Kay do some investigation to see if it's about you. So Peter Wong said, "Hey J and K, it's usually the mother of or father making final decision for their Filipino daughter on big decisions, on average in general." Yeah, that's true.
And Joseph Relford says she said she was talking to a lawyer. What? You cannot do
No,
that.
she's trying to scare you.
Yeah, you
She
can.
can't ban you.
She can ban you. Even the lady posted it. The people are commenting like you cannot ban anyone to come to
Yeah,
the Philippines. Like unless the person rape you or do some like illegal
and you can't rape her. You're not in
stuff
the
to you.
Philippines. Yeah,
I know. Kuya Joey said the culture is the path to understanding Filipino. There are many subcultures. Also, Manila culture is different than Cebu.
it's true.
And then, thank you so much for this super chat. We have Kevin Tudor. Hello, J and K. Just pop in to say hello. I've got family from the Philippines here. I can tell you, you crazy stories about jealousy. LOL from
Yeah,
Kevin.
I hear you. I love to hear them. I'm gonna actually invite some of you guys up if you want to tell your story. If you don't
If you have,
mind,
it should be
I'll,
related to the
I'm
topic,
gonna yeah,
guys.
if it's related to the topic, I'm gonna invite you up on a live. If you don't mind telling us, Kevin Theater, you don't have to show your face. If you don't want to show your face, you can
Yeah.
just tell your story and keep your camera off. But
And
you would
put
have to
something on
invite your
your
camera to
microphone.
come in. You would have to invite your camera to come in, but then you can come in and then turn your camera off. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but you have to turn it on to come in, and then after that you can press turn off, and then you'll be
He
fine.
can turn off and come in. The camera should. Oh, you want to see him?
No, 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 not that. They won't let him inside the
They can.
StreamYard.
I did come in, turn off my
Okay.
camera earlier. You can actually come in with the off camera if you don't like to show your face.
Hmm.
So, all
And
right. So,
so
guys, we keep reading here.
Greg said, "No need to stay with a girl that is constantly accusing. It won't
Mm-hmm.
stop until you stand your ground. I broke my girl of her jealousy. It's true. It won't stop until you stand your ground. You have to stand your ground. That was the point I was making. Like, I'm not talking about Kay to embarrass her. I'm just saying I had to stand my ground.
Yeah,
And you're right, Greg.
I'm
If you don't
being
stand your
used in
ground,
this live stream the whole
no, it's
time.
true.
My name
Okay,
was
stupid.
mentioned a lot of times. Just kidding.
But no, you have to stand your ground, and that's the only reason why I talk about it. And so,
Garrett said, "I'm still alive because Charlie has not seen the jealousy joke yet." Oh my gosh! Just check for her response. None yet. Garrett,
yeah.
don't do that. Oh, I don't
And
know.
Theo said
It's
some people need
scary.
time to heal. That's true. Some people need
Kuya,
time. Hmm.
Kuya Joey said, "Oh yeah, you read Kuya Joey." Somebody
Okay,
comments,
okay.
it's go up. No, you can read it because
I said
I need to
I
go
teach
up. Mhm.
Tagalog on cultural insights here on YouTube every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening for any interested. And so,
We have Garrett.
Solaris, how you doing? Solaris Lamoste, Rason. She
Hello
said
po,
that's
that's Filipino.
Filipino attitude mostly. I'm done. But
Caleb
I don't know.
Johnson said,
I would love to hear if you have any stories about how you've been jealous, Solaris. I would love to hear it. It's
"Is she a
okay.
Filipina? She's
She's
Filipino, right?"
Filipino. Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Caleb Johnson said, If you like to share it, Solaris, come join us, Jay. We're gonna share the
Yes.
link soon. We're just
Hmm.
gonna read some other responses here. Caleb Johnson said, "I'll be in Cebu come July to meet my GF. She is 21 and 24. Oh, they're young. We have
Hmm.
moments of jealousy from my past relationship, but being honest, smooth it all out." Yeah, that's correct.
That's the thing. When you younger, when you 21 and
Mm-hmm.
24, you can smooth all of that out easier. It's a lot different. When you that age, you guys know what I'm talking about. For you guys that are older, you know what I'm talking about. That's the
Actually,
age when the jealousy's fine.
Jay and I are very like we actually Jay is talking about his past, like what happened in the
Yeah.
past, like his past relationship. Because sometimes we're lying in bed, like, babe, how many girlfriends do you have? There was I keep asking him like in the past, like when we just started after we get married.
I
So
told Kay the truth. I said most of the girls I had wasn't my girlfriends. It's true. I said, it's just like that in New York. And so Caleb Johnson said, "Be honest while standing your ground." And
Dexter said, Kuya Joey, how do I attend your workshop from Dexter's? And then
and
Kuya Joe,
so
how do I attend your workshop from the professor? Mm-hmm.
and so Victor Alexander said, "The problem I had is family members thinking I was like her last bad relationship with a black American. I had to
Mm-hmm.
prove I was loving, trusting, and loyal." Yeah, yep. It said, it's my house TV said, "Whatever happened to Bruce and Yuri?" I don't know. I think they're still doing content.
Yeah.
And so now
All
go
right.
down to
Does
let me
K,
see.
Frank Ellis said, the Black Filipino, does K interpret or understand sarcasm? Very much.
Yes, yes. Kay understands it.
Actually, I did sarcasm too.
Yeah, Kay all the time. Kay uses sarcasm as well. Kay, like when Kay gets around my family, like when I finally get her out there and she's around my family, she's gonna fit right in. They're like, man, oh man, I'm happy, so happy to meet her because Kay's very witty and sarcastic. Like she's talks like an American. This is probably, but you
You
guys can
guys are
tell how
all,
she is. You can
K
tell
is
she is on the live stream.
American attitude.
No, Kay, you do. You have not an American attitude. See, don't. You're right. You gotta be careful because people get that wrong, right? And think you got an American
Yeah.
attitude. But I'm saying no, your attitude, like the way you. Well, okay,
No, I'm just a jolly
you're English
person,
major.
guys.
You're an English major,
I
and you
I'll be
study
teacher in
Americans. Like
US soon, guys. I'm joking.
Kay's an
Thanks for the
English
super
major,
chat, Kevin. Okay, thank you
and
so
Kay
much, guys.
studies. Kay really studies people.
Mauricio Moreno, how safe is it now? Is it 100% from Mauricio Moreno?
How safe? Yeah, it pretty much. I mean, you would have to be here because how it is for me, I can't say it's gonna be like that for you. Depending on
We're
where
almost
you're
at the
going,
bottom.
you know, depending on where you are in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. And so Joseph Barota said, "Jay, is Mutinilipo and Metro Manila a safe place to buy a home?" I'm sure a lot of places in the Philippines are safe. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
it's fine there, especially right now. Now, Joseph Barata, if this was 2015, I'd say you really need to be worried. Now in the Philippines, it's nothing like it was. Nothing like it was. I remember when I first came out here. Woo! A lot of you guys would have been. I know some of you guys know, like people like I forgot. I can't really call who was here back in the day, back before 2015. But a lot of you
Mm-hmm.
guys know how it was, especially coming into Manila. It was woo, trash everywhere and narcotics everywhere. I want to say
J-
drugs.
J- J-
Trash everywhere,
outspoken.
narcotics everywhere. And it really was bad. But now you should be fine. Lupa, I'm sure is fine. Most places in Metro Manila, you can be fine.
No, because in Muntinlupa, that's the jail there. The
Yeah.
jail is there in
Hmm.
Muntinlupa. But it's fine though. Pill IT guy said, by the way, I'm right here in Mandaluyong. Used to live in VGC. Ah, okay, Pill
Okay.
IT guy. We actually just came back from Manila last Friday night. We stayed there for a week. And Kuya Joey said, all women harbor jealousy no matter the nationality. It's just that Filipino are more vocal about it. Yeah,
Yep.
Filipino are
Very true.
very vocal. John Greg, my Filipino watches me like a hawk. When we go shopping together, I don't get to look at the other women at the mall. She goes berserk if I do.
Yeah, that's K. That's K all
Wow!
day. No, you
Oh
don't
my
go
gosh.
berserk.
I
K
was
doesn't go
being
berserk
bashed
though.
here the whole day,
No,
guys. I'm
no. But
joking.
that's one thing I can say. John Griggs, K doesn't go berserk. And
What's
I
berserk?
like flip
Now,
out like,
John
oh, you
Greg, you
looking
make
at the
me.
girls? Da, 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 da.
John Greg, you make me nosebleed. What is berserk? You need to explain it in the essay.
No,
Just kidding.
berserk is like like why you looking at the girls for?
Nag.
Yeah, like nagging.
Like
Yeah, kind
nagging.
of
Ah,
nagging. Yeah,
okay.
like nagging. Yeah, berserk.
Okay, for today's video, guys, I have a new word that I learned. Berserk
Hey,
is
David Matthews, how
nagging.
you doing, man?
Hi,
And
David.
so Joe Malin's
Jomeline's
diary
diary. Hello, sis.
said,
Watching.
watching you guys. Can't wait to go home and meet you guys. Cool, cool.
Yeah. The reason we're actually supposed to meet them, but only thing is they've been a long time. The last time they go home, so I wasn't able
Is
to
that the
meet them
same? That's not the
directly.
same Joe Malin.
The sis Jomeline is with Bigo Experience.
You sure? All right, so
We're supposed to
Rayo
meet them
seven one
before.
one. How you doing,
Mhm.
Rayo?
Pinay Forever said, I do understand sarcasm. I am well
Of
trained.
course, of course. Penny Purpose in New York. Of course, she understand it.
Yeah, well trained. Kuya Joey said, I feel safer in
Kay got it
middle of the
because of
night.
me. Kay understands it more. But Kay, look, Kay's very
I,
sarcastic though.
yeah, I already
Kay's
did that,
extremely sarcastic.
but I do it in a psychology way.
Yeah. No, Kay
Kuya,
say things to try to cut deep.
Kuya Joey, I feel safer in the middle of the night in Philippines than most cities in the US during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Kuya Joey, are you Kuya Joey that in the live stream of Sis Eve? Because I know Kuya Joey, I don't know if it's him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have Memphis. I'm not a moderator, Kuya Joey said. I can send a link. Okay. Garrett said, listen to both Will and Prince, please.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett said, no problem, Kuya J can email it on individual level or post it. What is it all about? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Kuya
And John
Jerk
Gray
said, galit na galit. galit.
gave it the John Gray gave it the
Ah.
meaning. Super
No, she
angry and
said
yells and screams.
it's like you're like super jealous. So it's not nagging. It's like, oh my gosh, why are you doing that? Why you keep looking at the girl? It's like that's
Flipping.
the attitude.
Flipping.
But
Yeah.
it's not really nagging. Oh yeah, you also nag
Yeah, it's
when you
also
do
nagging,
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super angry, yells and screams. Yep, and that's what happens though. And now most guys with a lot of situations, like especially from these situations I talked about here, they had to leave the
Mm-hmm.
woman behind. You know, and usually sometimes what happens to people is when you accuse guys of something, it creates a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Guys will start to look around and say, okay,
Sometimes people do that. Some guys do that. Like,
hmm
oh, you're accusing me this. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. So
yeah,
just to
and
prove the
that's
point that I'm doing
and
it. That
and that's when it gets dangerous. Yep,
yeah, I know.
that's when it gets dangerous. That's why Filipinos have to be very careful, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can push a guy to it. Do Filipinos like guys with beards? They mostly like guys clean shaven, but you have some that do.
Mm-hmm.
You find some that do.
So,
So you should.
that's Kuya Joey. That's Kuya Joey, the one who I thought you meet Kuya Joey in live of Sis Eve and
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
you
I remember Kuya
with
Joey.
Sis with Jojo Wonder Kung Fu. So you're done with your topic, or you have why
Well, yeah, for the
Filipino
most part,
jealous?
for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. But this one guy here, he said, his wife was different. She asked him. Now this guy here, his wife asked him about swinging. His Filipino wife asked him about swinging, and he said it was something he had zero experience in. But he said she isn't asking him to swing. She's just curious how it works and asking if people get jealous and how they meet. And now that was a little crazy. Now, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you asked me about swinging. I'm gonna let you really got 10 heads. Like, what do you want to
What?
go swinging for? No, his wife asked him about swinging. She was the opposite. I'm just talking about the opposite now. Instead of being
Mm.
super jealous, she asked about swinging and was like,
What's
okay,
swinging? What's that?
when you're having sex with other Arab married couples
Oh.
or other people,
Oh wow.
swinging, yeah. And so Caleb said, I'll be up to chat with you guys on live. Yeah, we're gonna send it our link soon.
So
So that
guys,
was the
yeah.
absolute
Go ahead.
reverse. She wanted to know about swinging, but the thing was though, the guy said she's devoted, and he would have situations where she would sit there sometimes arms folded and angry, but
Mm-hmm.
she was devoted, and but she did ask about swinging, and that was a little crazy. But
Who's asked that? The wife?
no, there's one guy was the opposite situation where
Mm.
his wife, asked him about swinging
Ah, okay.
and wanted to know, she was just curious about it, how it works, and asking if people get jealous and how they meet.
Yeah, I know. Some people just that's right. Benno said she's a pricky dicky.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want to experiment stuff like,
Hmm.
oh, let's do some other stuff like threesome or whatever. Or
Yeah.
the one you mentioned
Yeah,
is
exactly.
crazy.
Incon said it. Sounds like she belongs to the streets.
She
She
belonged
probably
to the
could.
streets. That's
She
what
probably could. She
she
belongs to the
belongs to the
streets.
streets.
She probably could,
Jay,
and yeah, that's dangerous. You need to watch out for that.
she wants Will
That's
Smith,
why.
Kuya Joey
That's
said.
why. That's why I said that to Kay. I said if Kay ever asks me about that, I'm gonna look at her like she's crazy. Or my Ellen would never go for swinging,
That
but
is
she
crazy,
knows I've
yuck,
done
from
that in the
69.
past. In past marriage, could account for the jealousy. Yeah. And so Greg said, I will swing. Yeah, swinging from a noose, dead. And
Where's
Greg said,
that? Okay,
that's
okay.
there. And Greg said, I think the key, don't accept the first girl or the fifth girl. Date and enjoy until you find a girl that has her life together. Find a partner in crime, someone that wants to build a future. Yeah.
That's correct, Greg.
And Koa Joy says she wants Will Smith.
You wanna be slapped, Kuya Joey?
And
Don't talk to me.
John said monogamy can be hard, but having an open relationship can be even harder. Sure can. Sure can. Having an open relationship is even harder.
Are you feeling cold there, baby?
Yeah. And so Joman's diary said Filipina can be jealous, even in your past. So all you need to do is comfort them and laugh about it. Actually, sometimes we just want to see a man's reaction if we acted like jealous. Really?
Now sometimes they if the guy is jealous, some girls feel like if the guy jealous about something about you, because mostly guys doesn't really get jealous, right? If they get
Hmm.
jealous, they feel like, oh, he really loves me because he get jealous about what I'm doing. So that, I think that's what I like. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about other stuff. Sorry.
Hmm.
Actually, sometimes we just want to see man's reaction if we
Yeah.
acted like jealous. But
Hmm.
anyway, in the opposite side, I just want to talk about it. Like some Filipina want also the men to get jealous. Jay never get jealous. I think it's only one time Jay get jealous when we're walking to the gym and the guy is looking at me. But that was when way back when we go to Robinson's Galleria to exercise, and he's saying something, and that's the time Jay get jealous, and maybe Jay get jealous with my friend who sent me some picture who drew me, and he said, "Can you please hide those picture that he drove me?" But that's my before I met him. This one guy who's sending me. He drove me. He drew me. He sent a Christmas card before I met Jay. So and
Yeah, I
stuff.
mean, that's different. I don't want to see nobody give gifts from nobody.
No, it's not a gift. It's a painting. He painted me. He drew
That's
me.
a
But
gift.
Jay, that's still it's just a drawing.
That's a gift.
So
I was not jealous. I don't want to see it.
I
But
keep it under.
I wasn't cool about it though.
Yeah, no, actually, I keep it under my bed
Yeah.
whenever I sleep. I'm joking.
No, but yeah, I remember one time though. No, a guy was like, I forgot what happened. What happened when we were at the gym? He pushed
Yeah,
up
we're
on your
going
heart,
to Robinson's Galleria.
and he was trying to train you, right?
I don't know, but you
He was
just
trying to train you.
what train?
Well, he was with a trainer, right?
No, no, no. We're walking, going to the gym, passing by the buildings. Jay, going to
Okay.
Robinson's
Yeah,
Galleria.
yeah, I know. It's but no Cloud 60. Nah, I know, but still, like Incon
Maybe.
said, nah, buddy, that's definitely a gift. It definitely is a gift. Yep. And I didn't want to see a gift from nobody around,
Mhm.
and that's just facts. And so
Joseph Peralta
John
said,
Crick said, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
you missed Joseph Peralta. He said,
Yeah, yeah, I
that's the
missed it.
reason
Yeah.
why I don't want to bring my Filipino girlfriend to the US. I don't want her to be Americanized because if she leaves me in the Philippines, she can just go home to her family. Oh, Joseph Peralta.
Yeah.
That's true though. Jay, it's a compliment case, Bito. Thank you so much, Cloud60. John Grigg, how many men? Oh, he said it's a compliment when you're passing by there. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought he's saying I'm beautiful right now. John Grigg said, how many men here have their Filipino sisters show interest? That is when Filipinas really let out their claws.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. He's asking the people in the chat, guys, how many men
Yeah.
have been their Filipino sisters show interest? That's crazy. Like
Mhm.
it's crazy if your girlfriend's sister is showing interest on you. Is like it's a
Yeah.
no no. It's like a
Mhm.
big like you can't do that big. But I think it's happened in the past. Like I don't know if it's in a foreigner, but mostly in the Philippines. Like a man fall in love with a sister. It happened. It didn't go to Rafitopa in action. So it happens, but I don't know if foreigner, you guys, expat or people who visit here experience that as well.
So Walter said, "Me and my boys are flying to Manila and Angeles City in July 12th and plan to leave August 12th. Any place you recommend and any place to stay away from?" Well, not really. I don't have any place at all to recommend in
Maybe
Angeles. You haven't been.
somebody said, Jay, you may want to use a tissue. The snipping sounds magnify over the
Oh
mic.
yeah, I
And
know. Let me. I
the
gotta. Yeah,
microphone is here.
I
The
know it's
mic
right there in my nose. Yeah.
He's trying to kill everybody here. Jay is trying to snip everybody. Stop snipping people. All right. All right, guys. Let me see. Kuya Joy, Filipino only become Americanized due to their husbands pushing it on them. Yes, of course, they will adapt over time. But if you learn and accept her ways and culture, it won't happen. Okay. And also, Kuya Joe, you need to choose the right woman because you may need to make sure that this. But you doesn't know. Sometimes they're not. They're okay, but if they're in the US, sometimes they change. But you really need to find the right girl, guys. Make sure that she's not gonna be too Americanized and she's still gonna be the same like when you met her. So guys, while Jay is out, I want to thank you for all the members for being a member. Thank you so much for still being a member. I just want to shout you out. Since you guys are here, thank you so much for being a member. This is gonna be quick. Jay's gonna here. I want to shout out Cecilia Salamat, Exotic Filipina, Mark A. Jackson, Maria Josefina Coloma, Ito Jose, BK, Gregory K8, Charles Acana, Jack Hobson, Arthur Bainton, Far From Home, Game Zone Turbo, Traveling Mexican, Anthony Powell, Nate Cali, Simon T, Simple Rocco was here too, Lee A. Robinson, Joseph Matthews, Harold Jackson, Chassis, Journey with Dabo Jack, retired 2019, It's Tim, Link 111, Edward Laudat, Dexter Perkins, and Con 3037 is here too. And then we have Godly Strad, Travis Claw, Will Tato was here, Life in the North Carolina. Hello, the professor was here. Thank you so much for being here. Jay Brown, the Wallace Live Hybrid Pinoy, Pinay Forever, Sis, Lamont Taylor, Mr. Afrotop TV, Cliff and Rue, Nostriller Journey, Dorgles Disico, Kalo, Tony Anderson, Ken Leave, Life as a Human, Jojo Joji, Maurice Howard. I lost again. I always lost whenever I scroll down. All right, guys. Gay Dallas was here. John Thomas was here too. Bigman 7917. Tampa Lai. Craig McCoy. Clifton Palmer. Gonzo 660. And the J Maverick Show. Thank you so much, guys, for being a member. All right, that's it. I'm back.
Yeah. So Kuya Joey said Filipinas only become Americanized due to their husbands pushing it on them. Yes, of course they will adapt over time, but if
I
you learn
really.
and accept their ways and culture, it won't happen. You read that already?
Yeah, what can you say about it?
Um, I say it happens over time to anyone that's in the U.S. You get Americanized no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to make sure your Filipino doesn't get Americanized with the American woman ways.
Mm-hmm.
Americanized is not such a bad thing. It's getting
Mm-hmm.
Americanized to the American woman ways. That's the one you want to your Filipino not to adopt
Adapt. But I
because
think
with the
Americanized is okay. Like American, like
it's
you
fine.
just. Mm-hmm.
But when you Americanize to the slut walkways,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you have to worry. You don't want your Filipino to be because what happens is they'll get over there and when they get around Americanized Filipinas that are toxic, that can be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to know who your Filipinos around if you got her out there. Because some Filipinos out there they don't get Americanized.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of successful story that they're able to bring their Filipina there, and they're still like still happily married. Like even I have a lot of relatives that's there; they're still happily married, and they never change. So you just need to choose. You need to just to make sure that the girl you're gonna bring there is really the right one.
Hmm.
And Will
And Kuya
said,
Joey
just don't
said
do it. Mm-hmm.
American men should be more open to the Filipino culture. It's amazing, unique, and well. And
Kapwa.
Ra- Rocco said, "Is it best to look for a partner in Manila, or should I travel the country? Well, I mean, you find a partner wherever you feel best, really. Because I say this, guys. People say, "Oh no, just don't meet him in Manila, meet him in the province." But you can find the Filipino of your life in Manila. You know, when I met Kay lived in Thailand, but Kay was living in Manila. So Kay's from the province, but she was a Manila girl. Really? Well, she
Not
was
really Manila
not
girl.
really Manila. You know what I mean? You're
Because
from the province, but
I was in the I moved to Manila 2006, guys,
hmm
and then I went to Thailand to work 2011,
hmm
and then the reason I come back because of Jay, that was 2015. But I never Thailandized, Americanized, Thailandized. um, Greg said, "Be who you are, and if she's the one, she will love the authentic you."
hmm
And Will said, "But I just don't want chance it." He said, "Do not bring do not bring her to the West. Just don't do it." And
hmm
then Joseph Prada said, "Jay, how do you pay your taxes in the Philippines? Is it hassle or what about double taxation?"
well, it's not a hassle. You just pay him. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And so Kuya Joey said, and Panay Forever said, well, Bino said, it's easy to cheat, but very hard to stay loyal. That's so true.
And Rocco said, Rocco Hagerdon said, "Is it best to look for a partner in Manila or should I travel the country?" Did you read that already?
Right, yeah.
Ah, you did. Okay.
I skipped down to Rocco, and you went back.
No, because he's asking, I'm flying into Manila. Do you think it's best?
hmm Oh no, and I gave an example already. I said, doesn't matter. You remember when I explained to you? I said Kay was from Manila. She's not from Manila, but she was in Manila before she went to Thailand. That's what I said. You forgot.
No, no, he said, I'm flying to Manila. Do you think it's best? So
No,
he's
I was saying,
saying, is it best to visit Manila first or Cebu or, you know? Anyway, guys, so we just keep reading.
is this Rocco's question?
Yeah,
No,
Rocco.
no, because he said, is it best to look for a partner in Manila, or should I travel to the country?
On the top of that, you didn't read that. You missed the other question, yes. But anyway, Beno said, it's easy to cheat, but very hard to stay loyal. Yeah, that's correct. Because once, you know the saying, fool me once? What's the saying? The fool me once? But fool me twice. You know the saying about fool me once. KD and who's that? Somjak.
Thomas Jock, he's new to the channel.
Ah, okay. Hello, Somjak. Welcome. Hey, KD and Jamie to your channel. Dexter, you all caught up? Jay, yes. We're trying to do our best, Dexter. So, guys, keep typing, guys. We're almost done at the bottom. Kuya Joey said, Americanness can be taken many ways. Like Jay said, there are good things and bad things. Yeah,
hmm
correct. That's correct, Kuya Joey. Garrett said, my first Filipina listened to both her American and Filipina. Americanized women, hence X.
Because in a way, think about it. Filipinos are already Americanized. They've been Americanized their whole lives. They listen to
Mm-hmm.
everything we listen to. They watch everything we watch. They just don't carry on all of the ways like the American woman ways, which is
Mm-hmm.
good. But some do. We can't avoid that.
John Griggs said, I read that official statistic is 1 in 2 standard American marriages fail, but 1 in 4 marriages in America between a Filipino and American guy fail. And
hmm
so the odds are bad, but could be worse.
hmm
Ah, okay, yeah. So that's, yeah. Kuya Joe,
You know what happens,
okay.
guys? That happens to guys a lot of times. Guys rush to bring the warm woman to to the U.S.
Yeah, like
just because
fiance
they want
visa.
love. Yeah, then they
Mm-hmm.
bring them out there, and that's not really the right one. You know, it's probably
And
best
also,
to take some time
what
to
happened, guys,
yeah.
this is what happened. They met online, the guy come here, the guy left, and then start processing the fiance visa, but doesn't been with the girl for like months, just
hmm
online, and then stay here 1 month, go back to the US. Of course they have work, which is understandable, and then bring the girl in the US and then get married there, and then they doesn't know the girl yet properly, even though online, guys, is different and face to face, really different. You only know the person when you're together with a person inside the house, because all the attitude will be there, everything will gonna come out. But
hmm
if you're far, and sometimes maybe the girl is hiding some attitudes from you, but if you guys leaving for months before you bring your lady in the US, that's the time you really sure, maybe not too sure, but at least 50% sure that she's not gonna be doing some stuff like leaving you and find another guy there. Kevin said, "How to have to bid how to bid everyone a good day. Take care and see you next week." Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks for joining us.
Yan, Prince Memphis. Thank you so much. Fool me twice can get full again, or fool me
Hmm.
twice, fool me once, and then there's another one
And
longer than
so
that, Prince. But thank you so much.
Rocco said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about city girl versus village girl. Well, every guy wants that village girl, that innocent girl, okay? But really, all in all, a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
you would really have to be here. I say check both out, check both out. Because a lot of times that village girl is the one you want. Every guy wants that innocent Filipino. Everybody keeps hearing about that innocent Filipina that doesn't do anything, doesn't really know anything. You got to get out here and see for yourself if you can find that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll find sometimes
But
in the
there's
province,
some, there's
yeah,
still
there's some.
some. Mm-hmm.
And also, and that's the crazy thing because there are some innocent girls that you can find in Manila.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild, but I really can't explain it. You have to be here to know what I'm talking about. And so, that's what Rocco said. And so, I guess Klaus said, I guess you guys do not want to meet up in August. You didn't respond. Well, if we're around Cloud 60, if we're in Manila, we'll definitely meet up.
Yeah,
If
you
we're around.
message us when you're already
Yeah.
here in the Philippines, because
Mhm.
we are here in the province now. If we're living in Manila, that's easy. But um, did you email you? Did you
No, I
email
don't know.
Jay?
I don't know if
Yeah.
you emailed me.
So, what's your email when you email us anyway?
Mhm.
If we
Yeah, the
are available,
blackfilipino at gmail.com.
we can just go to Manila and meet you there. Just because
Mhm.
you're there, because we have, if we are traveling to Manila and you guys are there during the time, just message us and we usually respond, especially
Mhm.
if you message in email or
Mhm.
um yeah. So that's why we met two-person already, because they know
Yeah.
we're, if you are watching us every time, like we actually mention it that we're going to Manila.
Manila. Yeah.
So yeah, just let
So it
her know
worked out
because we met
perfect.
two-person
They,
already.
they
Mm-hmm.
already knew we were gonna be there, and then they
Mm-hmm.
were there, and then it
They
worked out.
message us too, like, oh, you guys
Mhm.
coming to Manila, so maybe we
Yeah.
can meet up, and then we answer right away like, yeah, sure, we can meet up, we're already in Manila that time.
Mhm.
So we have some Jack said, before I go, how old are you, J and K? I'm 15 years old. Just kidding. I'm 17 already, so still
I'm
young.
I'm I'm 40 and K's 37.
No, when did you say that? Some Jack is a young kid, young guy. Just kidding. Rocco Haggerton said it. And is a city girl more jealous than the village girl? In average, that's what I said.
It doesn't really
You
matter.
cannot,
Like
yeah.
Rocco answered that. He said Rocco said village or city girl doesn't matter. They're jealous no matter what. Yeah. It's just the Filipina thing, man. It's just the Filipino thing. You're gonna find some are jealous, some are not.
Yeah, you cannot know, like, oh, okay, we
Mhm.
cannot answer like, oh yeah, village girl is not too jealous, because
Mhm.
there's also village girl that's too jealous,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. It could be
Or
worse.
we cannot say the city girl is not too jealous, because there's also not too jealous and there's some jealous. So you actually gonna know, but actually you can just let the girl know, you don't have to be jealous. If the girl is too jealous like that, you need to let her feel secure, just like Filipina forever said, you need to feel secure, you need to let her feel secure that I'm not cheating on you, I'm not going in her jail, let me feel secure like that. He said, "Okay, I'm here with you. I come to the Philippines because of you." He said that to me, guys, because I also have some jealousy before. And he said, "I'm here. The reason I'm here, because I want to be with you. So what are you jealous for?" So after that,
Mhm.
I stopped being jealous. So you just need to, if your Filipino is really jealous, you need to make her feel secure that you're not doing anything wrong, and show the love that so everything, the jealousy will be removed.
And Panay forever said it right. She said some city girls are innocent too. Hey, look at me and says K, and it's true. K was actually innocent.
Yeah.
K was actually innocent, and it was her father. Her father kept her like that.
Yes,
And
Muwin.
so
Thank you, Muwin said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
and
say, Muwin.
Kuya
Running out
Joey
of words.
said the village girl generically is more conservative in nature, but those days are quickly passing with social media and internet. Exactly what I was telling to brother Rocco. Was it Rocco? Yeah. I was saying that like it really doesn't matter. Like, you can find some girls that are very extremely sheltered in Manila because they have a family that's well off. Like a lot of times you have Filipinos in Manila that are well off who are very sheltered because of their upbringing and their family. They were brought up with, they weren't dirt poor. They were well off. They were always super guarded. They were super guarded. They went to school. They were guarded. There's a lot of guarded Filipinas
Mm.
in the Philippines that are in Manila that are very heavily guarded. You know, but a lot
Maybe
of
in Cebu
times
too. So
in Cebu too. I'm saying that, but I'm talking about from what I see,
for the city,
and that
right?
that are very guarded, and they're in the city. And they're guarded. And so, in concept with those innocent province girls, you have to definitely take into account cultural differences as well as language barriers and context. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we have my favorite YouTuber. Hello, I think my favorite YouTuber is the boxer, right? Is it
I don't know.
him?
I don't
Hello
know.
for he said hi host. He said how you do let me see. Watching from Fargo, North Dakota. Hello, my favorite YouTuber. Victor Alexander, great topic today, guys, from Victor. Thank you, Victor, for dropping by.
Mm-hmm.
And then through that Garrett and said John Grigg said, I have heard bad things about the innocent province girl who turns out to be a cheater and terrible with money. It's like they can't handle money and modern temptation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for a small city girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing too. There's a reason the story you told, like the girl, she's a province girl, but she was she's a bar girl though. She
Mm-hmm.
was a
Yeah.
province girl, she became a
Happens a
bar
lot.
girl, and then she cheated. I don't understand her. Like the guy like shower her everything, like everything was perfect, and then you just cheated.
Mm-hmm.
And contentment, that's what happened when the girl you're dating is like is not aware of like the oh this is the modern world, and she was like oh this is what I can do, like because she's too much innocent, like she's super province. It's like okay, I didn't try a lot of stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they want to explore and do and
Mm-hmm.
become more dangerous, which is I agree with what
It's true.
John
And
Grigg
Orlando
said.
said, "Have you and Kay been to the Vow?" No, not yet. Not
Yeah, we
yet.
want to visit
I still want
Davao.
to
I want
go.
to visit Davao.
And Matthew McCall
Mangosteen.
said, "It's the girls who are real poor that live out in the country with their parents. They're the ones who are innocent and
Hmm.
inexperienced."
That's true.
True, and not all the time though. It's different. It's because of social media, or even like sometimes you have girls in the province that can be straight up whores. You
But
know,
the parents, if their
if
parents
they're
are
very guarded,
complete,
yeah, they can't. They
the
won't be doing anything.
parents really, it depends actually to the
Hmm.
parents. Some of the parents, Filipino
Yeah.
parents, are there really like strict, conservative. I just want to mention two popular actor and actresses like Alex Gonzaga and Tony Gonzaga. Believe it or not, before they got married, they really I'm not sure with Alex, but Tony Gonzaga was not really, she's really virgin when they got married. She really preserved
Hmm.
herself because she's surrounded with love, and they're like very religious, surrounded with love with the family. Sometimes if you find a girl like that, if it's surrounded with full love with the family, they're really the best one to be
Hmm.
with, because they're not gonna be do some other stuff.
And so Joseph Barata said, J and K, I noticed some people want to meet up with you guys. Have you ever ran into weird people that made you guys hesitate to meet them? Not too much, but
Hmm.
some people you meet them, you wish you haven't met them. That does happen,
Hmm.
but it's not nothing too bad. Nothing too bad.
Yeah, and also guys, if you want to meet up, please send us the picture so we know how you guys look
Yes, you
like.
know you look like,
That's
yeah,
why we ask can you show us the picture, and he sent the picture right away because
yeah.
we doesn't know how can it look like, and he's a cool guy, and the
Mhm.
wife is also very nice. She's very nice and
She is.
very ano to, conservative. Beno, if
Mhm.
she's not jealous, you should be worried.
Not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's true to some point, but not
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And so Riza said you will know the person better if you're living in the same roof. Good morning, J and K. Yeah, sure.
Hi, Riza. That's the girlfriend, fiance of what's his name? I forgot. I
Will,
forgot
is
his
that
name.
Will?
No, no, no. That's Will. The other one. The one
Oh,
he said he's still in the Philippines.
Jack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Garrett also not all Matthew. Some now with cells go beyond their parents' rich.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. Joseph
You all
Rota
right?
has a question. No, no, no. I've just burped because
Oh,
we ate guys before we go live, so we're full. We're full alert right now. We're not gonna be hungry for the next 3 hours. Pinay
well, just
forever. I agree with Bro Jay. The Black Filipino TV that surprises my love because he knows I grew up in Manila and been here in US for several years.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, guys. Let me see here. Rise and shine, Kuya Jane, Ate K from Link 111. Oh my gosh, 2,000 push up link.
Almost two
Link
hours
is
late.
late today. You're so late. Garrett, what are you doing? You're not doing your job, Garrett.
And so
Joking.
Victor
Joking.
Alexander said in LDR, she used to get mad jealous of any activity on my Facebook. She watches the green online button. That's no good. She has to calm that down. And so Kuya Joey said, yes, Americans have a difficult time realizing how important and impactful family is in the Philippines. There exists a respect for the wishes of the parents that American families do not have. Very true. I seen it right away when I met Kay and I met her father,
Mhm.
and that was the first time I ever had to have a talk with a father. I had never really had to have one in the U.S.
My father said, my father, Bisaya, my father said, as long as you really love my daughter and you're not gonna hurt her or gonna, yeah, you can marry her. My papa
Mm-hmm.
said, "You're already 29 years old. You need to get married." I was like, "Papa, I don't have a boyfriend. Right? I think we're dating already that time, or we're not dating that time.
Mm-hmm.
I just broke up with my ex, and then my papa said, "When are you going to get married?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, pressure,
Mm-hmm.
pressure."
So
Joe
Jonas
Malin's
Darius
day.
said,
Yeah, go ahead.
mm-hmm.
Go
Jan,
ahead,
if
baby.
you're ever to come visit this year, come visit us in Pangasinan, even for
Oh
a week.
my, that's so hard, sis. Well, we can, Jake, if we're able to come visit this year, come visit us Pangasinan even for a week. We'll see, sis, because it's like Jay has work and he work at night. The only
Yeah.
time we really travel is we really need to go there, make sure there's an internet because
Mm-hmm.
during weekdays, Jay working and we sleeping around 6 a.m. Even right now, we used to sleep late already. So when it Monday come, he can adjust. He don't need to adjust. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever we visit in one place, we need to make sure the internet is good and he can work. So a week is not unless we become rich, unless Jay stop
Yeah.
working at in the weekdays, then we can actually visit for a week. Incon, thank you for so much for the super chat. You want to read that, baby?
Let me see.
At the very
Super
bottom.
chat. Oh yeah, I
Yeah, at
see
the
it
very.
now. It says, we'll be living in Lipa, so you guys won't have to travel all the way to Manila to meet. We would also be down to travel to Puerto Galera once we're settled. Okay, that's good to know, man. Because you know, really going to Puerto Galera, it's a headache. I'll be honest with you.
No, Lipa is Batangas, babe. Lipa is
Lipa's Batangas.
Batangas.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's why he said we're
that's
living
on
in
the other.
Lipa.
Well, yeah, that's not bad. We could take a boat. It'd be a little easier for you to get to where we are in Calapan. So yeah, just
Yeah.
just contact us when you get out here.
Sis Jomalyn, you need to visit Puerto Galera. If you haven't visited Puerto Galera, if you
Hmm.
visit there, we definitely we're gonna try to go there. As long as it's a weekend, okay?
So Momim said,
Sunday only, Sunday.
I heard Dumaguete is the place to be for foreigners who want to retire in PA. Well, it depends. That's really an expat city where it's a lot of Filipinos, but you're gonna see a lot of foreigners. Some people like it. That wouldn't be the place for me, to be honest with you.
did you
And
did you
so,
skip some people?
no, I didn't, because we read just
No.
read Jolene, then I read
Okay.
Momims.
Okay, you go up to you read Incon first. Thank you so much,
Hmm.
Incon, again for the super
Yeah.
chat. Just email Jay and we definitely
Yes,
reply
the Black
if.
Filipino at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Victor Alexander says she said jealous means she cares. If not jealous, then I don't care. That's not all the way true.
Mm-hmm.
That's not all the way true. Um, that's you got to talk to her about that. And so he said, and you're right. My favorite YouTube is right. He said, I think you can teach a poor girl to live rich, but can't teach a rich girl to live poor. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Link
true.
said, "Please, no, I can hear this. It's screwing up the image of them now." Just when I thought I was getting away from this type you described, Kuya J and K. So what happened, Link?
Oh,
How's your relationship? I think Link
well,
has a
no,
story also about his
no, no,
relationship.
no. Link, no, he don't have a story. Link was saying because we're talking about the real
Mm-hmm.
of what can happen. But Link, the thing is, you don't have to accept it, Link. You get what I'm saying? Meaning Filipinos aren't perfect, but
Yeah,
you don't have to
nobody's
accept.
perfect. It's not only
Yeah,
Filipinos.
you don't have to
All.
accept those little
Mm-hmm.
imperfections. Like, say, if it's too much of a jealousy problem, you got to be done with it. There's gonna be problems no matter which woman you go to. It's always gonna be
Mm-hmm.
something, you know.
And as I said earlier, you just need to you cannot change it, but you can just let the person understand that you didn't need to do that. That's what
Hmm.
Jay did to me, and I was like, okay, I was like, yeah, I know, I need to change.
It was either
Garrett
it was
said,
either it was either you stop, she stop, or I go, and that's facts. And you got to let that be known, Link. Either you stop or I go,
Mhm.
and you got to be stick with your word. And when you
Then
like that,
I kick out Jay out the house right away. Just
no,
kidding.
no, but when you like that though, woman, listen. Believe it or not, you don't have to be forceful. But if you like, this is it, or and that's it. You gotta stand by your word. And so,
Yeah, Garrett said, late welcome. Give me 100 push up. Thank you, Garrett, for doing your job. I'm joking. Roka Hagerdon. You can read it, baby.
he said, I hear all the time from YouTubers that Filipinos are looking for financial stabilities. My question is, how much stability is enough for a Filipino? Um, Rocco, not much. Rocco, let me tell you something. When you come to the Philippines, all of you guys will be considered rich in the Philippines. Every single one of you. You have to think about your money you're bringing, right? Like for instance, like right now, I'm on a low end. I'm at about I would say a little over 100,000, right? But still a month. But still, that's considered. I would be considered rich in the Philippines. Filipinos aren't making over 100,000 pesos a month. So, say if you're a guy only getting retirement for 100,000 pesos, a little over 100,000 pesos, which is a little more than 2,000 or 3,000, you're considered rich. But that's nothing in the States. In the Philippines, you're rich. So just think about that, Rocco. Whatever you're coming with, just your stability, that's enough. And
Mhm.
that's all the Filipino needs.
And
She
also
don't want
do
to be
not
more than that.
and also do not shower too much if you really cannot
Yeah.
afford it. You need to let the Filipino understand this is all
Excuse me,
you
guys.
can, and
Hmm.
this is all you can give. But always remember that your dollars is bigger here in the Philippines. So $1 is 50 pesos, sometimes 49. It depends on the currency exchange. But you need to also let the girl understand that if you really doesn't have it, like you have enough money but not really like super rich in US, but you're rich here, you need to understand that this is all I can give to you. Don't expect too much. You need to
Hmm.
let the girl understand it as well.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Risa May says you and your partner's responsibility to make each other feel secured. Without it, jealousy will always be there.
Yeah.
That's
It's
true,
true.
Risa. I agree. The pressure is real from Simpler Rocco. Link said, Kuya Joey, this is not true for all of us. I personally feel opposite of this. I get it. Yes, Americans have difficult time realizing how important and impactful family is in the Philippines.
Yes. It's very impactful. It is. It is.
Kuya
I had a difficult
Joey.
time. I
Yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
difficult time when I first came.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little bit of a hard time, and because like Kay would tell me things like, "Oh, I have to help my sisters get out of school." I didn't
He,
understand it.
he knows that already though, because
I know,
when
but
I was
still.
working in Thailand, guys. We actually put my fifth sister in college before I met Jay. Already helping with my sister. Just three of us is working together to put our sister in college. So before I met him, the one that's studying is Diane already when we're together. So I will let him understand that this is my responsibility. That, but it's not a lot though. Like how much we share, like fifteen
Yeah, but
thousand in
but
one
Link is
room.
right though. Not Link. It was Kuya Joey. He's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Kuya Joey. Yeah, because I didn't really understand like fully that part of the Filipino culture, but I knew right
Mm-hmm.
away. KK was like, "No, I have to do this."
Yeah,
It was like I have to,
it's like
and
mm-hmm.
I understood. I understood right away. But
And
she
also I
said I
work
have
for
to.
it though. Like
Hmm.
Jay and I was working together, so I work for it. So I was like,
Yeah,
give me.
yeah. No, she did work for it. She worked for it because Kay was
Mm-hmm.
working. I remember I had one contract, right? And what I did was I got the guy to give me an extra $10 an hour to have Kay help me. So I was working the contract for a fee. I got him to add $10 more an hour for
Now I
Kay's
was
help,
yeah I
and
was
Kay was actually
working
helping me
as a
with leads.
customer service, answering all the concern of his client, and I
Yeah.
was working with the wife of the client. So I was
Yes.
hired for, I think I got paid for $12,000 in total for
Yeah.
the
She
whole
yeah.
time I'm working.
She was working for it was $10 an hour,
Hmm.
and yeah. So with that combined with what I was getting, me and Kay were good. So we were making over $1,000 an hour. It was crazy. Way more than about we were making about 1,500 an hour almost. No, not that. We were making about 1200
An
bucks an hour.
hour
Yeah,
in the Philippines peso.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay,
twelve
I thought
hundred
you say
pesos.
to.
Yeah. No, not 1,200 bucks. No, not dollars. No.
Well,
I did say
sana
bucks. I said it wrong.
all
Twelve
millionaire.
hundred pesos. 1,300 pesos an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Kuya Joey, I don't understand Bisaya. Ano ba to Bisaya? Kuya, kinanghalan kung maadto sa tindahan pero mo balikod nindot. Kuya, I don't understand. Is it Bisaya or I only understand Filipino, Kuya, the Tagalog language only, Kuya Joey. Garrett said, Incon, thanks for the super chat. Yes, Garrett, thank you so much, Kuya
Hmm.
Incon, thank you so much. God, I'm doing it now, bro. Okay. Jomalyn, J&K, we have internet and we don't sleep at all. We'll
Okay.
set you up and work with in the house for a week. No more excuses.
Well, in that case, and if well, it depends though. No, Joan, she doesn't know. Okay, she don't know. Like it depends on. It depends. It really depends on the internet speed. I have an internet. I have a high speed laptop. I have a Ryzen 7. I have a Ryzen 7. I have a 24, not 24. Yeah, 32 gigs RAM. Um, everything. So
24 gig rev only.
yeah, my laptop is fast, but we still need good internet service. What's going on, Junie
Sis,
Vlogs? How you
you
doing?
need to tell us how fast is the internet.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you got 2 and 30, that's not gonna cut it.
No, but we can try. We can do the weekend. It
Yeah,
depends on the day, sis. And
yeah.
if everything is free, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, let's go.
No, you
Joking.
stupid. You don't need that. You don't need that. We pay for our food, all this stuff.
Junie Blog say, "What's good day? Hello, Junie Blogs. Thank you for dropping by." In 33037 said, "We will definitely reach out. We arrive in June and will take a month or two to get settled in."
Yeah,
Okay,
let us know. Let
Incon.
us know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Me and Kay, we meet people all the time. I know you guys were shocked when you seen I met with Tony and Caleb. They were like, "Oh, they really meeting people." But no, that's me and
Yeah.
Kay. We always were like that. Like, oh, we meet. Yeah, no problem. If you're
It's just
around, we do
lucky
it.
that they actually come on the time that we're going to Manila. We're supposed to
Yeah.
go on the first week of March because Jay got approved right away on February 24. But we decided to just do it at the end because, there's a lot of stuff we need to do here too. So, yeah. So Link said, no, Jay, you and K make the province girl like angels, lol. So there are evil one there as well, lol. Okay, that's on me. I have to be very careful when choosing which one.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't say that, Link. I didn't say all the province girl are angels. I said there's some that's nice, very innocent that
See, the thing is, Link, you get me confused with other people. You probably watching other people and thinking that's me.
yeah.
I believe what I believe in. Don't matter where the girl is from. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know her. you know. You don't trust her till you trust her. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
believe. Doesn't matter if she's from the Philippines, province girl. That all of that doesn't matter, and it's a case by case situation, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And Jay Willen said J and K, Omar and I talking about moving for good. You think
Mm.
Cataderia would be a good business?
Carinderia is
Um,
like
yeah, I
food.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think maybe I think so. It depends
well,
on.
it will, but you need more than that.
Well,
You
let me
need
just
more than
answer
just that.
that.
Cataderia, you answer it.
Because today we ate in Japanese restaurant, right?
They need more food here.
Here in Calapan, we noticed that we actually eat a lot of restaurant here when we first came here. So we try
Hmm.
everything and we stick on the one that we like, right? We ex a lot of restaurant here. We thought it's everything is good, and when we come back, it's different. It's there's no consistency when it comes to cooking. So sometimes
Hmm.
it's good, sometimes it's not. So you, like sometimes it's freshly cooked, sometimes it's oven microwave oven. So I said it's good idea, sis, because if you have a good quality of food, that's gonna hit and make it not maybe Carinderia, make it bigger like a restaurant and make it
Hmm.
like because right now the popular thing is people love an Instagrammable place. So if you have
Yes,
a
I do.
budget, play it's not a Carinderia, just a simple mini restaurant is with food also, but make it is Instagrammable because people will go there just to take a pictures and also to eat.
Yes,
So
yes,
make your place
and also
uh,
standards, good standards
standards,
too.
yeah. And
Standards,
I'm
because
sure it's gonna hit.
it'll hit because Filipinos. What happens out here, right?
Filipinos are
Filipinos,
traveler and they like to try.
Filipinos are foodies, right? And
Mm-hmm.
people don't respect Filipinos. Filipinos don't respect each other when it comes to food. So what'll happen is you go to a restaurant and they'll just it won't even be the restaurant owner. It'll be the cooks
Mm-hmm.
in the back. And a lot of these cooks that work in these restaurants out here should be fired because they won't take the pride in the food. And what'll
Mm-hmm.
happen is the owner will want things to be a certain standard, and then it's not that standard, and the owner may not be there that day, and then Filipinos don't come back. That's the only thing. That's a lot of restaurants struggle because Filipinos just won't come back. They won't complain. Even me, I talk about it. A lot of things in the Philippines, guys. One thing I do not do is I don't talk about restaurants. I wanted to do restaurant videos. I had to stop doing restaurant videos because I ate at so many bad restaurants. I stopped doing
Mm-hmm.
restaurant videos because I didn't want to just bash restaurants. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's always you can always can come out here and make a food business works as long as the standards are up to par, and you have the right chef. You can't have just
Mm-hmm.
any Filipino chef back there because they'll get lazy one day
Unless she's the one cooking,
unless
because
you're the one
Jomelyn can
cooking.
cook,
Yeah,
yeah. So
because you'll
it's
have
like
someone back there
home
taking
cooked
care of your
meal.
food, and they'll be from here,
Mm-hmm.
and they won't have those same standards you have, and people will not come back. And you wonder why and what happened. I had people booming in here a month ago, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's not booming because you let the chef take over.
Yeah. So,
It
I
happens,
think Jomelyn, because I see Big O Experience was blogging before when they're blogging Jomelyn cooking. So I think she may be
Hmm.
the one like personally cooking it. So I
Hmm.
think the Carinderia business is good, especially if you are near the tourist destination because she's in Pangasinan. She said
Yeah.
Pangasinan, right?
Hmm.
So there's a lot of tourist spot there. Just make it very Instagrammable. Not
Plus,
really like
Joman, she raised on someone. She was here in the Philippines for so long. She knows that too.
no, I'm just saying
I know.
because that's
I
the
was
that's the
telling her what I was talking
that's
about.
the trend right now, sis.
Hmm.
Here in the Philippines. So anyway, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Or
Yeah.
also you can do room for rent if you have budget like Airbnb or something. Link said no JUNK. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
move
We read
that.
it already.
Okay. Frank Ellis said the Black People TV don't get expert is purgatory. Expert don't get treated like rock stars there. There are too many of them. Oh,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of it's a
Well,
lot of
no.
expats than local.
Well, actually, you know what happens in places like Dumaguete?
Mm-hmm.
You probably do get treated like a king there, and I'll
You
tell you
said
why.
not because there's a lot of expats there.
Well, no, no, no. Because women know to go there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what women go to hunt. Women go to places like that to hunt to say to get a husband. So you'll probably be. That's where women will probably throw themselves at you there, right? But that's probably a place in Dumaguete you probably won't have to do much because women know to go there. That's where you're gonna be. That's what
Only thing
expats.
there's a lot of options though. There's
Yes,
a lot
there is
of
a lot of
expats.
options. Yeah, it's a lot of
That's why
options
I
to it.
say it's
That's true.
purgatory.
It could be. It could be.
Simpler Rocco said it's a stereotype they have of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And then Jay's Better Room said, "Good morning, J and K. I finally received my passport. My question, whether wise, when is the best time to visit Philippines?"
Mm-hmm.
You want to
Yeah.
answer it, or you want me to answer it?
Well, I say right now up until June. After that, rainy season everywhere.
And then start again December,
It's December. Yeah. So
November or December, maybe December.
from
So,
from like
mhm.
from like February to June, and then from December all the way to
That's December.
from December to June. But sometimes it's rainy, so
Yeah,
this is like Spidey. I would say really
around
January to
Mar or around maybe like mid March
June. Hmm.
to mid May, if you
Yeah.
like specifically like it's not too rainy season because there's a lot.
Hmm.
There's a typhoon right now, but
Yeah.
those are the time where it's if you wanna really go to the beach, experience like the hot weather, not the rainy season because rainy season. Even Jay said he makes it makes him sad. So try to visit during the, sunny day.
No, not anymore. I'm so used to the Philippines and rain, guys.
He's
Especially
crying whenever it's raining, guys. Jay is crying. I'm joking.
especially since I moved over here to the province, guys. It doesn't only rain; you hear the rain. I forgot what you call that material. That's why
That's
it's so
Diego.
depressing. It's
That's
like,
Diego.
shh, yeah, yeah. Shh. It's like,
That's
oh
the roof.
man, it's raining again.
No, because we stay in condominium in Manila, guys. So,
You don't
we're in
hear
the
that.
second
Yeah,
floor is until sixth floor. So, and the ceiling is really like good. And here we have our own, we're renting a house. So, if it's raining, you can hear. If when we're in Manila, we didn't hear the whole time. Like, oh, it's raining? We found
yeah, I
out it's
know.
raining whenever we go out. It doesn't know it's really raining.
I
So, yeah.
loved it. I loved that. That's what I liked when I was in Manila. I didn't know it was raining until I went outside or I looked in my back patio. Other than that,
Mm-hmm.
well, no, you would hear it on the patio sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it wasn't as depressing, and
Prince
so
Memphis, you want to read the
yeah, I
message
make
of?
roughly over 100,000 pesos a month, so I should be good. Some months more, some months less. Yeah, you will be good.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be extremely good in the Philippines. And then what you can do is with the savings for those months that are less, you should be good
And
with
if
the
you have
savings.
more, and the month that you're more, keep saving because you never
Hmm.
know stuff happen. Just keep
Yeah,
saving. If you have some extra, just keep saving.
yeah,
Garrett said, "I am now rich in the Philippines." LOL. Do not feel
yeah.
rich here in DC area of the USA.
Hmm.
And then Kuya Joey said, "There's a lot of YouTubers that give bad impression on women from Philippines. Don't let them fool you."
Yeah, they do. They do. They talk about Philippines women like they're kryptonite, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And me, the only thing I talk about bad about Philippines women is bad Philippines women.
It's really the
All the
scammer.
yeah, really
Mm-hmm.
scammers. But other than that, I praise Filipino women. I mean, it's one of the best places. Like that's why so many women. That's who's mostly get married to foreigners in U.S. is Filipinas. Let me see.
Link said, "Okay, Kay, when a man tell her this is all I have, okay, so will this give her the right to find other loose ends, meaning find other men to offset her needs money wise? What's your response on this?" Well, if your man told you this is what I have, you need, the girl should really understand. The girl should not find any man because you guys fall in love to each other already, or while you're dating, you need to let her understand that this is all like you don't show off too much.
Hmm.
So when you are together already, she's not gonna find another man. Like what
Hmm.
he said, like lose and find another man to offset her needs. It's not um
Yeah,
because you need to find a girl that not really
and
dating you for
Most
money.
Filipinos won't be
Yeah.
thinking like that. They won't.
Yeah, they
Like
usually like they just
I
want
gotta tell you
love,
that. Like they're not
honestly,
gonna be
Link.
thinking, Link. They're not gonna be thinking, oh, no, you don't have enough. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's enough. I mean, believe it or not, let me tell you guys. I was living in Manila, right? My rent was what? Was that about 400? Let's highball it and say 400, right? No, it was 19,000. 19,000, so about 380 bucks, right? 380 bucks. My bills in Manila with food and everything was about the magic number Frank said was around 1,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like Frank even said, he said, I keep saying it, 1,000 a month is the jump off for expats. I feel more comfortable with 1.5. That's what I was living with in Manila. 1.5 a month was my budget, and I was living well. I was living extremely well. I had my own furniture in there, everything. I ate whatever I wanted. I'm talking like I was even at a point where I was eating. I got fat. I was eating McDonald's breakfast every day in Manila on $1,500 a month. So think about that. I'm sure it's probably a little more than 15 when I was doing the McDonald's every day, but still, 60 around 16. I was getting it done. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
take much.
I
Link.
agree with Frank though. He said 1,500 a month is more
Yeah,
comfortable. That's
it
true
is.
because 1,000 is really, especially if you're expat and you want to travel a little bit sometimes or maybe once a month. You don't like to stuck in one place.
Mhm.
So one five, I agree. 1.5 is more comfortable.
Mhm.
And then Garrett said, "Wow, when I used to make 30K a month, how would I be considered? A Russian oligarch, maybe? Well, hiding my yacht or bat boat."
I mean, yeah, because with that kind of money a month out in the Philippines, that's how you're living.
Hmm. You're living
And,
like rich here, Garrett,
and Rocco said,
and
"Thank
you
you
need to
both for
invest it.
taking the time to answer my questions. I got to run and start my day. See y'all next time. You have a good one."
Thanks, Rocco Hagerdon. Thank you for your question and for dropping us to
Yes, thank you for dropping by.
in the chat room. Yeah, dropping by. Take care, Rocco. Jomelin Dyer, K, you make good money compared to regular Filipina back then because me just work at SM is only 100 a month. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Actually, that
oh.
time, sis, when I was working in a call center, I only earning like 21,000 pesos. That's the reason I decided to work in Thailand as a teacher. Because that's the reason I moved to Thailand and worked there. Because it's really not enough. The 20,000, I also share in the house with my sister and also share for the allowance of my sister who's studying college that time. So yeah, and giving allowance to my parents too that time. So it's really not enough.
Mhm.
5,000 is really not enough. But my first salary, sis, my first salary was 12,000 pesos in a call center. I work in a call center. That's my first salary. But I only get like 4,500 every 15 days. That was way back 2006 when I first had my job in a call center until I moved to a different call center and worked there. Pinay forever. Sis K, Kuya Joey said he needs to go to store, but he will be back. It's nice to see all the conversation. Okay. He
Mhm.
said that?
I guess so. And so Garrett said,
Okay,
"Okay,
sis.
don't make people leaving early from the chat. I am confused on my job here." No, you're not
Why?
making people leaving early. People just gotta go.
What do you mean?
No, I think he's bugging out. He's not making people leave. And so
No, I don't
Jomala said,
understand.
she's gonna set up Starlink. You know how Omar is in the internet. All in me, no worries. Yeah, so it's gonna be fast then.
Oh wow, they go. You know how Omar is in internet all on me. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Omar is really good in finding the right internet with the laptop with the screen around his face. Like, you cannot see him anymore because he's
Yeah.
good in. Oh babe, we need to ask him.
What?
Omar is doing like the screen. He show his monitor before. He has another screen here connected to another screen. He showed that before. We need
Hmm.
to talk. We need to ask Omar on how he did that
No,
because Jay,
no, I gotta buy another. I can't use the one that we have. I have to buy a
you
new
need to buy
one.
a desktop, right?
Yeah, I
Or
gotta buy.
maybe you need a
No, that
desktop.
one I got is a desktop. I have to buy a monitor. That's actually that's like a monitor. And so yeah. So Frank Ellis said 24 RAM is a lot of memory. Well, Frank Ellis, this is my editing computer. I got it for videos, but I ended up using it for work because it's extremely fast for work. So I use it for work too. But this is my editing computer.
Kuya Joey, and I understand. Okay, so Sis Pinay Forever is trying to tell me what Kuya Joey said. He needs to
Yeah.
go to the store, but he will be back. It's nice to see all the
Is it
conversation.
is it easy? Some jock said, is it easy to open a restaurant in the Philippines for expats? It can be quite easy. It can be quite easy. I say learn to lay the land first before you open a restaurant. there's
Push
expats
up.
that do have restaurant, you know, especially where we are. Puerto Galera, Puerto Galera, also over here in Calapan. There's restaurants, a bunch of expats that have restaurants here. But
Mm-hmm.
they took in their time. They got to know the land. Then they have restaurants, and they're striving. They're actually very successful. I know expats with hotels here, expats with Airbnbs. They have tons of businesses here. Expats just get to know the
You,
land, how things are, where you're gonna do it, and then do
mm-hmm.
it.
You read the message of Earl Johnson. He say, "Hey guys, I've been following you for some times. I was last in the Philippines in 2019. I mean, I'm in the Philippines." And then Garrett said, "Push up." Yes, Garrett, I'm doing push up right now. Garrett, originally from Washington D.C., but I live all around. Okay, Filipino loves to eat. LOL from
And
Pinay
it's true,
forever.
and that's what happens. Filipinos love to
Mm-hmm.
eat, and that's what I was saying earlier.
Super love to eat, guys.
Filipinos love to eat, and they won't complain that your restaurant was bad to you.
They're just
Like
not gonna go back.
they just won't go back, and so that's what happens to so many people's restaurants out here. I see it all the time. They'll
Thank you
get
for the
someone
super
come.
chat,
Thanks for the super chat,
Cloud60. He
Cloud
said good
60.
luck.
Filipinos will go to your restaurant and then will never come back again.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in the province we're in, like these people out here are. I don't feel like it's really the province over here, like K's province. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like another part of Manila a little bit, the way it is here.
Yeah, it's just close at 8.
Yeah,
So really, food restaurant is really Filipino are really foodie. That's
they are
why we are
foodies.
actually we can travel around the world and we can adjust anytime because we try most of the
Filipinos are like
food.
that.
Yeah,
Filipinos will go
we
anywhere
travel.
and eat. They can try any food. It's the total opposite of how people in Thailand are. Like Thailand is always spicy, spicy, spicy. Filipinos, they can eat Irish food. They can eat any food. They can eat Russian food. They can eat any nationality. They can eat their food. African food. Filipinos will try it all. Filipinos love it all usually. That's
Hmm.
just Filipinos. They're very adaptable. That's what I love about Filipinos. They'll actually take time to get to know your culture too. They don't discriminate on anybody. A lot of other cultures is just not like that. That's the thing with the Philippines. Like, and then they'll meet you in the street. Like when I first moved to the province, right? This guy, every time he sees me, it was annoying sometimes because oh, hey, man, where you going, man? And like, oh, what are you doing, man?
Just
But
be
I'm,
being
I know
friendly.
I'm not bothered with it because he's being friendly.
Hmm.
Sometimes it is annoying. Oh, hey, man. Because I feel like he's in my business all the time. He's always, oh, what are you going to do right now,
No,
man?
because our
And
way going out, guys, is
yeah.
passing by his house. That's why. Anyway, yes, Filipinos
And,
know how
and
to
you
eat
guys
and
don't
not
know.
just rice alone.
I see this guy almost every time, right, Kay? Every time we go by. Every time we walk by
Hmm.
there, oh, hey, man, where you going now? You going to go,
But
you going to
he
the
was
gym?
nice though. You know
He's
why,
cool. He's
guys?
cool. Very cool.
On December, we about to be late in the not really about to be late, but we're trying to catch the time of the boat, right? So
Hmm.
we put the tricycle is not passing by all the time around outside
He
the
was
house,
right
so we need
there.
to walk, holding our luggage. We have two luggage, big luggage, because we bring everything. We have
And, and,
comforter in the
and you
luggage,
know what he said? You know what he
iron and
said?
everything.
You know what he
So
said? He
we have a
said, where
big
you going,
luggage.
man? He said, where you going, man? I said, actually, I'm going
This
to the
is the
pier.
best.
Come on,
And
man. I was like, oh,
he
he
drove us
drove
to
us to
the
the
pier,
pier.
guys. But of course, we pay for him.
Yep,
But I
we
mean,
paid for it, yeah.
is really comfortable instead
But
of going walk
it was
farther.
convenient. He said,
Very
"Hey
convenient,
man,"
but I'm sorry.
it happened just like that, guys. He said, "Hey man, where you going, man?"
Mhm.
I said, "Actually, we're going to the fair." He said, "Come on." He jumped in there. I said, "Wow, this is the man right here." And so Don Grigg said, "Dang, I've never had a serious disappointment at a restaurant in the Philippines, and I've eaten at quite a few.
Mhm.
Wow, that's
Who are you
good.
reading?
You got lucky, John Grigg here.
Jamal, thank you for the super chat. He said, Jay, I have been through many of your videos. I appreciate your vast knowledge, big dog. Thank you
Yes,
so much for the super chat,
thanks a lot.
Jamal.
It's Jamal. Jamal, yeah.
Jamal, and also Cloud60. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Let
thanks
me
a lot.
see.
Thanks a lot for that.
Where are we right now?
I was at dang, I never had a serious disappointment at a restaurant in the Philippines, and I've eaten at quite a
Okay.
few. You know,
because John Gray, Jay and I is sitting a lot outside.
We had a lot. John
No,
Grigg.
but we don't order like we don't order a lot, but we order like one dish and we share it together, or we order two dish and this is my dish and this is Jay dish and we share it together. Because sometimes some of the Filipino restaurants is plated, so we're always sharing. I ordered this one and Jay ordered different, so we're just gonna share. So we
And
really
yes,
ate a lot.
it sounds shocked. You can live in a hotel in the Philippines. You can do it. They'll welcome you too. It'd be very
Mm-hmm.
expensive, but you can do it. Because I mean, think about it like this, right? Say if you live in a hotel in the Philippines, you can find. Say if you found a cheap Airbnb and it was $1,000 a month with a discount. I mean, $1,000
Mm-hmm.
a stay with a month discount. That's still
Mm-hmm.
only what I think $600. So right there alone, you're paying 30,000 for just Airbnb. Even some hotel rooms at that price too. You get some hotel
Mm-hmm.
rooms for like $40. So you do that, you times that by the 30 days, and you're at what? Then at $40, you're at 1,200. That's a little more.
Maybe John
You
is
can do it.
eating in a very nice restaurant, like expensive restaurant.
Sam's Jock is living like a king. He's trying to live like a
Yeah,
king.
Jomalyn said, "Kay, that is very true. Thank you so much for a good input about restaurant, and I'm thinking piggery too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you whatever you think, sis, you just need to do like whatever you think is best, especially in your location. That's
Hmm.
what you need to what's
And
missing
yeah, I
there.
keep hearing so much about the pickeries. Yeah, that probably not a bad idea. Kay's uncle
Yeah,
actually has some chickens.
chickens,
I'm looking at stuff
poultry.
like that now, of getting into stuff like that. Also I want to get into. I'm gonna have my own farm too
He said,
with
Sam's
bird and
Jack
chicken.
said, I mean, I can live in a hotel in the Philippines. It's up to you,
You
Sam's
can,
Jack. If
yeah,
you have a lot of money, you
yeah.
can or do Airbnb, but you can. Maybe you travel from one hotel to another, but I think you can.
Hmm.
Did Anthony Borden come to the Philippines? Who's Anthony
I
Borden?
don't know.
We
I don't know
doesn't
who
know
that was.
Anthony Borden, Frank.
I
Garrett
think
said
I know Anthony Burton. I've heard of him on my channel, but I haven't had any word from him. I have to check my email and see who contacted me.
Garrett Alston, the food is the bomb in the Philippines. Pansit, lumpia, lechon, adobo, balot, coconut crab, and etc. Enough said.
Hmm.
That's true. My personal experience, October, November is the cheapest time to go. Okay, so that's if you like the cheapest time to travel,
What's
for the one
funny?
who answer, that's the best
Rocco's right.
date. Hmm.
That's when I came out to the Philippines. It's November. Remember, Kara?
Yeah, but he was asking what's the best time to visit. So he doesn't really explain if it's the
Yeah.
cheapest
Well,
or the
yeah, I know
weather,
exactly. But the
weather
cheapest time
wise.
to
I think
go
he asked for the
is
weather
October,
wise, right?
November. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
weather-wise probably. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that is the cheapest time to go because that's when I
Mm-hmm.
came. I came in November.
And it's going to be peak season that time too. So October,
Yep.
November is good too.
Yeah, it's going on
Jan,
peak.
yeah, sorry, sorry to much.
No good, no good, no go
I'm
go.
trying to read John Grigg. I'm in a small city an hour outside of Manila. And Filipinos look at me like I'm a Bigfoot or an outer space alien. I barely ever see other expat. Where are you living, John? Are you Cavite or maybe
It could be
Muntinlupa?
convenient.
Maybe Cavite or Laguna or something.
Mm-hmm.
Link 111 is when you said this, I am thinking it's connected to the current topic JNK is speaking on, Pinay Forever. Filipinos love to eat, LOL. Yeah.
You
Alright,
sure do.
guys, we're just gonna skip you guys talking to each other. Kuya Joey is back. Kuya Joey thought I'm a Bisaya. Kuya, no, I don't speak Bisaya. I hope I can. But maybe if we visit there, we'll try to speak some Bisaya words.
Mm-hmm.
Maayong buntag and something like that. Prank, threw it in there for effect, sir. Balot here and I'm goes out of here. Don't balot me ever. Alright. Life in North Carolina. Hello. Hello, JNK from Greensboro, North Carolina. Thank you so much for dropping
Hey,
by. That's
what's
one of the
going on?
member. I'm gonna just skip reading. Dexter said, "I used to be walking away from the house, and you could hear the rain coming because of the tin roofs."
Yeah, that's
True.
yep, yep.
It's so true.
You sure can.
All
So
right.
John Grigg said Filipino toddlers here look at me in surprise and run to their parents. I've been told there's a myth about white giants that eat children. No, it's true because some of you guys come in here like really big.
Yeah, Kenny was tall. I'll be in the Philippines in April 19 to visit Manila Lady. Finally, wow! Welcome to the Philippines life in North Carolina.
Yes.
We already he's coming soon because it's already April 10th today. It's my
Yep.
sister's birthday, so
Yep. He's coming in
oh
9 days.
wow. My favorite YouTuber, Safety in Numbers, Dumaguete.
Yeah.
All right, you guys talking. Did you eat coconut crab yet? Garrett Alston.
Oh no, I don't eat crab.
And Earl Johnson said, "Hey brother, how did you adjust from living in the US to living in the PI?" From Earl Johnson.
Whew, it took me years, Johnson. It literally took years. But the reason why I was able to adjust right away, because I stayed in Manila first. I stayed
Mm-hmm.
in Manila first, but the place I was staying definitely wasn't up to par, but it was fine. I think the fact that I was in Manila, I adjusted to the Philippines right away. And then when I moved to my second place, my second condo unit, that was really when I felt comfortable. I had a basketball court, I had a pool. Um, Everything was right there by me. I was living in Pasay. Pretty much, I was by the heart of Manila,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved it. And that's when
Yeah,
I was YouTuber, so I was going to the YouTube events were right there. Like all the
that's why you're
YouTube
able to
events were right there.
that's why Earl, that's why Jay is always advising people if you are living in the country in the US, I'm sure you can easily adjust in the province here because
Hmm.
it's but if you are in the city there, try to live in the city here first before you move
Hmm.
to the province. Anyway, let me
Yeah.
just keep reading. Kuya Joey said, they're like 20 minutes behind in the chat. Yes, Kuya
Yeah.
Joey, because we also answer the question. But we
Hmm.
gotta make it faster now. Asian BGX, the Explorer said, if I make 200,000 pesos a month, do you think I can have two girlfriends and they would be fine with it as long as I support them?
You could probably work that situation out here.
Yeah.
I don't
As long as
suggest
they
it. You
know,
could
as
probably
long
work
as
it
they
out.
know
Yeah.
each other.
You
Because
probably
you're
could work
dead.
it out.
They doesn't know each other.
Yeah,
If
you
they
probably could work
doesn't
that
know.
out. A lot of times guys work the situation out with the girls. Like I said, the girls may just want to come up, Asian VG, and you know, and girls will do it a lot of times just for you to give them 10,000 pesos to send home. I hate to say that, but it's true. You know, and if you're making 200,000 pesos a month and you can spare 10,000 each girl, they'll probably be staying with you both for no problem, with a smile on their face. Seriously. And I hate to say that to even suggest that, but that can be done,
Mm-hmm.
and that's facts.
Just make sure that it's either it's okay for them that you have two girlfriend or
Yeah,
they doesn't know each other. Because once
but no, he can find a situation where it's like that. You know.
yeah. So it depends on ano, but 200,000 maybe not enough for
Yeah.
two girls. So Cloud60J, what is your email address? Cloud60 the
Oh,
black
Black
Filipino at
Filipino. Let me give it.
gmail
Let me
dot
put it here.
com. And thank you again for the super chat, Cloud60. You can email Jay, especially if you're here already around August. If we're in Manila, we can meet you guys as long
Hmm.
as we're in Manila because um, we really need to go there for a week
Yeah.
because of Jay has work. Jay is working during weekdays, so we need to go there. We cannot go there just for the weekend. So just email Jay if we're there. We definitely can meet you if we are in Manila, Cloud
Hmm.
60.
Hmm.
So we have life in North Carolina. Well, maybe next time or push up. K, do they do push up if they leave the chat early? Sorry for not completing the question. No, Garrett. It's funny. Okay. All right. So let me just keep reading, guys. Peter Wang, Jay, do you plan to visit US in the future? It's full
Yes.
100% Philippines from here
Oh
on.
no, I do
Mhm.
plan on visiting the U.S. in the future. I plan
And
on visiting
then,
the U.S. in the future and actually bringing Kay to the U.S.
yeah, because
Kay,
we
Kay's,
want to be with his son, my son
yeah.
already too,
Hmm.
because he's growing already. He's going to
Yeah.
be 14, 13, or 15 soon.
Hmm.
So we need to be
So
there,
yeah, I got to
and,
be with
and
the
he's
big
gonna
boy.
stay with us too.
Hmm.
They won't tell you because it's in the Filipino culture of hiya.
Hmm.
That's what Kuya Joey said. Garrett Alston, foodie J and K in the house. Me too, other than balot and durian fruit. You should try durian. Durian is very nice and very
Yeah, I didn't like
delicious.
it.
Jay doesn't like it. We try it. Frank Ellis, the Black Filipino. Jay, have you checked out the ultra wide monitors from Dell? They have off the chain, bro. You will never go back to a laptop
Yeah, I probably
screen.
need one. I probably need one. And so yeah, Garrett, that mangosteen is something different. That's real healthy too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Kuya Joey. The thing is about Filipino, if I had to describe the people in one word, it would be katatagan, or you mean resilient. They are extremely adaptable and accepting. That's true. That's why there's a lot of Filipino around the world. They're
It's
really
true,
very. Mhm.
and from
That's
being out
true,
here,
Kuya Joey.
I'm becoming more adaptable from being around Filipinos because you see it all the time, and it humbles you. You know, when you see Filipinos like they're just and the way they live, and then when you get here and you're out here and you realize, man, I don't need as much money as I think.
Hmm.
You know, and so Victor Alexander said, if you're from New York, or a big city in the states, the friendly guy can be annoying or strange. Here, too much talking to strangers ain't happening. Yeah, and that's the thing. But the thing though, when I came to the Philippines, I was able to adjust, no problem.
Jay's trying to suffocate us, guys. Just kidding.
Yeah.
What were you? Is that even cold downstairs, guys? I'm the one who's
No, the
supposed to
fans.
be sniffing.
You have the fan on me this way, and the fan is on me this way. Remember, you have the
Oh,
fan going to me under the
I
thing.
put under the
You put
table
both
because
fans on me.
I don't like you to sweat, Jay. You know, my
Yeah.
baby boy. True that, Kuya. 100% on point. I would add persistent and loyal too. That's true.
Hmm.
Some Jack, I hear some cheap hotel like $280 to 420 a month in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
they have them.
All right, and then we have Jomelyn said, sis Jomelyn, she's talking to Frank. Link said, "Oy, coconut crab, oy. I will make this next with pineapples and honey over rice and veggies slightly. I put
Mm.
shrimp in there as well. Yes, it's like ano, it's like ginataan. It's like curry style, right? They put coconut milk. True that my first earthquake was there in Camarin, Caloocan City, and Metro Manila. And DRJ said, every man wants a young Filipina. How do you mean older Filipina in her 40s?
No, some guys do. Some guys do. But there's a lot of guys. Most guys do want a younger one though.
All right. So Vinay Forever said, Anthony Bourdain died already. I will get a search who's Anthony Bourdain later. He was a celebrity, a food documentarian, and used to travel around the world. And then Frank Ellis have a question for you. The Black Filipino and Anthony Bourdain was an American chef who traveled around the world sampling food from different countries. He was very popular. Okay. And then Victor Alexander said, I'm still wondering how I am going to handle 22-hour flight. How are you going to
You
handle
will, because you're gonna handle it because you have no choice. That's
it?
usually how I deal with like those flights like that. I just deal with it. Kay has never had one because Kay hasn't traveled that far
I
yet.
think the longest I travel is maybe like 3 to 5 hours. I think it's in
You think
Malaysia.
you think you
But
can handle 20 hours in the air, Kay?
I
I've
think I
done it.
can.
It's no joke.
Or do you
It's
think it's
like
gonna be hurting in the butt? You need to like,
no,
oh,
no, probably not, because you're
no,
gonna
the
sleep a
20
lot of the way.
hours. There's also a stopover, right? It's only like
No,
almost 13 hours.
it's you
Ah, if it's
no.
continuous flight.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
done it continuous. I've done it from New York all the way to China, and
But
I
it's not
slept.
22 hours though, Jay.
No, it was 20 hours in the air, okay? When I first came
20.
here, and then when I
And
came back, it was 16 hours in the air.
so how far is China and the Philippines? two
I had to,
hours?
I flew all the way to I think it was like Hong Kong when I came back the second time.
No, it's 13 hours only. That was Japan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
13
But
hours, and then from
but
Japan here is.
but when I flew from all the way to China though, it was like 20 hours.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
I never experienced. I don't know if I can take it, but
you probably
nothing.
can.
Yeah, I know. I'm
You
not.
probably
It's gonna. I'll be fine. But
can.
Norberto Gandara said, I will visit the PH when vaccine requirements are rescinded. I'm not
Hmm.
vaccinated nor plan to be vaccinated. Okay, Norberto. John Craig, are you guys talking to each other? Prince Memphis, I will leave in Manila for a month or two before going off and traveling the islands.
That that's
Kuya Joey,
probably that's
mhm,
probably
go
a
ahead.
good situation because you get to Manila, you can enjoy some things in Manila. That was the thing, guys. When I was in Manila, I didn't just like some people come to the Philippines and just sit down or go drink. Like me and Kay actually went to like events and stuff like that. Like me and Kay went to different events. But me and Kay were foodies, so we went to a lot of food events that were in Manila. What I loved is that we lived in Pasay, and the events were right up the block. Sometimes we will walk to the event. We walk right up there, go do our shopping. We go do a shop. We got all the different. Oh man, we were so fat.
There's
I got Kay so
actually,
fat.
Prince, there's a lot of activities you can do in Metro Manila. So all you need to do is just be updated what's the new ano, and you can go around. And it's not really boring in Manila. It's
It's
just getting
not.
boring. It's already a
It's
two years
when I
lockdown.
was in Manila, I was going to car shows with all the models and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if Prince Miss, if you ever seen my video at the car show, even Kay, even when I was there, like Kay knew that I was getting it for the views. Kay was like, "Oh, babe, there's a beautiful Filipino right there." You should have seen Kay with the camera. Kay was with the camera too. I'm like, because she knew it was like it was a part of the thing. And we were just
They
we
really
just shot
actually mostly is the guys go there sometimes to see just to see the
for the
girls
girls.
because there's a lot of model there, guys.
The cars wasn't nothing. Like some of the cars were good. It was like some classics, but it was mostly for the girls. Guys were going. Yeah,
All right, so Kuya Joey said another cultural trait admirable of Filipinos is the kindness shared to their neighbors and strangers. It's called bayanihan. There is no translation in English, but it's the better. It's the center of culture. That's true because
it is.
Filipino is really hospitable too. They really like you really find someone like, oh my gosh, remember when this is what happened, Kuya Joey, I'm gonna give an example. We went to the Pitan Arcade. It's like a place we're blogging there. I was blogging there. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was out of I think I was low battery that time, I think I was low battery. And then Jay went somewhere because I was blogging and he said he gonna just eat. And I was done blogging. He's not coming back yet. I was gonna call him, but I cannot call him because I'm low battery. And then the lady in the store is like, she really offered to me, Ate, can I borrow your phone? That's my first time. I never borrow anyone's phone because I'll make sure I'm fully charged. But I was blogging, so I was like, Ate, can I borrow your phone? I'm gonna pay you. I'm just gonna call my husband that I'm already done, and he can come here, right? And then she really like, okay, you can borrow your phone. I was like, okay, and thank you. And then when I said, I gotta pay you, like I'll pay you 50, 20 pesos, it depends. And then she said, no, it's okay. So that's why that's true. The Filipino are really helpful and they're really, you can really show the kindness in their heart. There's a lot of very kind Filipinos. It's not, I'm not saying that because I'm a Filipino, but it's real. What can you say about it, Jay?
No, I remember when I even when I left my wallet one time in the store, and
During a wedding,
This happened during a wedding, and I had tons of money in there, and this was in Pasay. I left it in there,
7-Eleven.
and no, it was a 7-Eleven.
Is
It
not?
was the building we was by a building somewhere, and I put it on the counter to pay. I left my wallet on
Oh,
the
okay.
counter. I left. I was going for 20 minutes. I came back. The lady didn't take my wallet. She kept it right there and said, "Yes, sir. Here's your wallet, sir." I checked my wallet, nothing missing, and I was in shock. Really, that just let me know about the Philippines. For the most part, believe it or not, people won't even think about robbing you or anything like that in the Philippines. They won't even think about like people are honest. A lot of times you'll find that in the Philippines, and some people will be shocked from how much things I talk about that happen here. But for the most part, you're gonna find honest Filipinos. It's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
be all that bad. So, and that's
And
facts.
Jay left his phone, this phone that he has for 2020. He left it couple like three times. He left it in the
iPhone, yeah,
store. That iPhone was like missing all the time. He left it
always there.
in Mega Mall, and
Hmm.
then the lady in Mega Mall keep it, the worker, the waitress, and then they
Hmm.
keep it, and then we try to call the phone. She
Every
answered,
time.
yes, your phone left. And then we
Yep.
also left it in twice in Grab. And
Hmm.
then I said to the
Every
Grab,
time, pick it up.
like, oh, we left something, and then we try to
Yep.
call, and then they answer, and it's there. So it's like there's a lot of honest people. Even
It
in
is in the
Anoga
Philippines.
Fitulpo, there's a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
people that being like announced that they're
Hmm.
returning stuff. So anyway, let's move on, guys. So we have
Yeah.
PCJ say bottom line is feminism is cancer. Cancer. If your Filipina can come to the USA and remain traditional, you are winning. That's true. I love durian too, sis. Pinay forever. Jay doesn't like it.
I don't. And Toya
Mangosteen.
Joey's
Oh,
right.
what he said. Where is it?
Dorian is the fruit of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jomelin said, "What is the hardest adjustment you had to experience, Jay? How do you find the hospital system?" The first time I learned about the hospital system, I found it okay, but the first time I learned about it was at a time where I caught a mini stroke. I didn't know I had a mini stroke and pass out, and I was in the hospital. That's when I first learned that because the way they were guarding the door, they must have thought I probably wasn't going to pay and it was going to leave without paying. And we really were trying to leave to go to the ATM, but they didn't want to let me leave the hospital. So the hospital system is really, if you don't have insurance, you're paying, and that's when I got to know, and I
Mhm.
got to know it firsthand, Jermaine. Like, wow, Philippines really doesn't play that with the hospitals, and they didn't, and it was fine. I paid it.
Yeah, durian is affordable. Pinay forever. Mungus durian. I just had durian because I live before in Davao. Yeah. Punk Ellie said you're becoming adaptable because you're the Black Filipino. Kay handle that flight. She is a Filipino. She is, yeah, yes, sis. I handle everything.
Yeah, should be able to do it. I know because I can do it, and I have less patience than Kay.
Yeah,
So if I
I'm
can
more
handle
patient
fights,
than
Kay
him.
can.
Guys, I will open
Actually,
my.
I'm very patient.
Jay is very
I
impatient, guys. I'm
surprise myself.
joking.
Kay, no, I'm actually very, very patient. That I speak my mind a lot to Kay, and
Mhm.
Kay knows why I do it. I speak my mind to her, so I don't get too upset. So a
Yeah,
lot of times,
he's tell to me, but outside he doesn't. It's already settled down before
yeah,
before it's go outside.
I said it to her, yeah, so I can settle down usually
All
before
right, we
I
have
start talking to somebody else.
Garrett said,
Yeah,
I will open my mind and try both balut and durian fruit when I come back to the Philippines. Charlie will pinch my nose and I will close my eyes.
it didn't work for me, Garrett. I tried to do that. I tried to pinch my nose. I still smelled like I was eating poo poo.
It's so delicious. I was eating a lot of durian when I was in Thailand because there's very cheap there. Roberto Gandara said it was very nice when Hawaiian Airlines flew into Manila.
Hmm.
They have a Hawaiian Airlines before? Kuya Joe, we had three toddlers in a flight from Philippines to US, 22 total flight. I thought about opening the hatch mid-flight several times. That's hard. Three toddlers? Oh my
Yeah, that's
God.
hard.
Like, Daddy, when we going to be home? When we going to be... is this... Especially kids, like, are we almost there? Are we almost there? Even me, like, I'm a kid, like, oh, are we almost there? Oh my gosh, that's to be hard if you have toddler with you. Yeah, need a leg room. If you have budget, maybe fly with business class, but it's gonna be expensive. All right, guys, we're gonna skip you guys talking to each other, and then Manuel Junior Montes, hello, Kuya and Ate, pumayat kayo para ngayon lang ulit ako nakapanood sa inyo. He said we lose weight, and this is the only time he watches again.
Mm,
He got a chance to watch us again. Thank you,
mm,
Manuel Junior Montes. Thank you for dropping by. Rynel Lockley said coming back there in July. Link
yes.
111 said, no, my friends are there telling me about this durian mungus dish. I know what's the durian mungus dish?
Probably mangosteen, mixed with mangosteen.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna search it. Durian mungus. I'm gonna search how it looks like.
I'm from
Then
NYC.
yeah, Danielle Rebecca, I'm from NYC. What's good?
It's
Or
Ermita
is
and Melita. Yeah, that's very safe. That's a sexpat area.
that's yeah, Malate.
That's
Mm-hmm.
extremely safe. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some things
Sex,
could probably used to go down back in the day, but
what you said?
that's
Sex
just,
what area?
it is. It's a sexpat area. In
Not
Malate.
sex what kind?
Yeah, but no,
Mowins.
it's safe.
Mowins, are Philippines good place for RV or motorhome living? The YouTube videos I never seen
I
motorhomes.
thought somebody was doing that here one
There's a
time.
Filipino who living
Yeah, there was a
in the
Filipino
van.
doing it. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a Filipino
she's a
doing it actually, Mo
Filipina.
Williams. You gotta look it up. Type Filipino in the man. You probably see her.
Yeah,
Be shocked. Oh, it is one. You gotta look her
there
up.
is, but there's not
Yeah,
a lot. It's not
it's
like
not a lot. I
same
think
in
it's
the
one. It's
US.
one.
Yeah, I
It's
see
one doing
one.
it. Yeah, I seen one couple doing it here in the Philippines. I think a foreigner and a Filipina. So you can find it.
Welcome back to the Philippines right now, luckily, or welcome to the
Hmm.
Philippines if ever you never been here. Garrett said, I think the only reason the Philippines might be considered poor is that the people must of giving all their money away to help the rest of the world. Just my opinion of the character and of the peeps.
Hmm.
Or maybe they really also Garrett, there's also some really people that really poor. Like they was born poor already and they living in the province or somewhere in Manila. Also, Rhinel is been in the Philippines already. He said, I've been to Manila and Cebu. Love both places. I guess we gotta keep reading your. We gotta skip you guys talking to each other. Great question, Mo. Like to know it too. Charlie wants an RB or house truck. All right. You want me to keep reading?
Hmm. Uh, Sure. We about to end it though. We about to end it.
You're not gonna invite people because it's already
Uh,
2:45.
yeah, it's already 2:45. It's already 3:08
Kuya Joey
a.m.
said, hey, ang nagpapakita sa mundo ng iyong culture at kung ano talaga ang Pilipinas, isang magandang mission para sa iyo. You both can change hearts and minds. He said, my God, Kuya Joey, speak Tagalog. I need to translate. It's too long. He said, the show in the world, your culture, and how's the life how's your life in the Philippines is a good mission to show to the world. I think that's what he's trying to say. Kuya, I'm nose
Hmm.
bleeding to translate. Lazy to translate, all right? The Black Filipino TV, maybe that's an Asian thing. Japan is notorious for that. You can leave your wallet and briefcase outside your door and it will be there the next day.
Hmm.
Not all the time in the Philippines. Sometimes you need to be
Yeah.
careful when you left some stuff and it's gone. In Thailand, guys, you can leave your door open and it's so sad. Like there's a lot of news happening when I was there. Oh, somebody was hold up, somebody was snatched, and the one doing it's a Filipino.
Yeah.
Because in Thailand, Thailand people they can leave the car open. I said, why he doesn't close it? No, it's safe
Hmm.
here at the K. Nobody will. Ano, that's why there's no guard in Thailand Mall,
Yeah.
guys. There's no guard there. I don't know now, but before there's really no guards because there's no one like really stealing there.
Hmm. But yeah, guys. But okay, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. We can't read all these comments. They're gonna keep coming and coming. So, guys, thank you very much. Me and Kay are gonna relax now and chill for the rest of the night. But thank you guys for joining. It was a great live stream today. I'm happy to talk about the topic we talked about. Maybe I can get into a similar topic next week. You know, it's just I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes it's hard to find the topics because you got to come find something different every time. But I'm gonna see what we can do and speak to you next week. Hopefully, you guys can join us again.
Any last word, Kay?
Any
Thank
last
you.
words?
Thank you for asking, Jay. This week is
Hmm.
a holiday, so we'll be in the province this week for the Holy Week with my sister. We're gonna meet my sister, so we're gonna have a family vlog. So guys, please watch the Philippine vlogs, like how's the life in the province with my family. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, our regulars. Thank you for always being here, answering people like Garrett, Professor, Simple Rocco. I couldn't name you a Filipino forever. There's a lot. Kuya Joey, thank you for being here. The members, guys, thank you for being a member. The super chatters who send us the super chat, thank you so much. We appreciate it a lot. And for the moderator, that's it. And thank you so much. Jay is looking at me
Yes.
like I need to shut up now. I need to have 10 minutes to say goodbye. But anyway, I'm done. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye
Bye. See
guys.
you guys later.
Bye guys.